Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Hope everybody is warm. I've seen all the snow. I'm happy not to have the snow. I am. Hey, Barb. Hey, Adrian. Can y'all hear me good? My laptop finally did some downloads and some things, and I just realized it because I haven't been in the studio creating a painting or doing anything other than slapping paint on paper. Well, not paint, ink on paper. And then I've been creating a journal because I have two journals that to do next month. And I just realized next month is literally next week. Well, this week. What? Friday, Saturday? When is the first? The first is Sunday, right? Yeah, the first is Sunday. So technically for me, the first is really Friday. So hello everybody. It's getting ready to count down for my birthday month, and every day is my birthday in February. So no worries, no worries. But we're gonna start out doing some things. But look, I got a lot of thoughts, and I feel like I haven't been doing it how I have not been putting my thoughts in my journal like I normally do. I've been, you know, on the page, like really, really on the page. I need to redo this page, but in black ink. I love these open flowers. These kind of represent my balloon. Yeah, that's where the. Anyways, hello everybody. Hello Mariah. Oh, listen, listen. I hope everybody's warm. I didn't get no snow, gratefully. That doesn't mean we're not gonna get none, but right now it's too daggum cold. So, hello Elizabeth. Hello Eddie. Hello Mo. Becky. Becky, that's right. We count down to Becky. Becky start this party off. Becky starts this party off with a birthday being February the 1st. Zal Storm. Hello, hello. Hi, Topeka. Ooh, I'm having to keep breathing, y'all. I'm having to keep breathing. Just having to keep breathing. It's been rough over here this weekend, and I think that's why I've been in the studio. Let me give y'all, can I give y'all a sneak peek of my book? Let me give you a sneak peek. So when I have projects, I have junk journal. I'm gonna just slide it by. There's the whole thing right there. There's just a little stuff that's in my journal. We got we got some things, the ephemera that's gonna go in there. The theme of it was yellow. Excuse me. That's the thread. I'm going to Coptic stitch it. So we got everything already in the box, ready to go. But let me show you this. Because the person that I'm going to give it, that's purchasing, I don't think they're usually on my YouTube channel. But there's the back. It's made with love. And then on the inside, this is the actual where to get stitched. And that's the cover. It is well with my soul, which is my favorite saying. So I'm going to do some more things on the cover, but after I stitch it in. And then we got 4 signatures of like 15 pages each. Put something like that in there. It's so cute. So that's what I've been doing the weekend. So I didn't really have time to, I thought about gel printing Saturday. I think the last time I gel printed was Friday. But whenever the last terrible shooting happened, um, it kind of came across my something I was looking at, and I kind of just I don't know. I went there. I went down hard. So I needed time. That's why I didn't go live on Friday. Carrie, hey y'all, let me show you what Carrie sent me. Carrie, I got your package. Oh my goodness, what did I do with it? Oh Lord, because I had it to show. I've cleaned up, y'all. That's the thing. I've cleaned up. Oh, okay. Let me. What in the world? Hold on. I stuck it. Oh, where's mail? All right, should be right here. I thought that was so cute. Oh my goodness. It's supposed to be right here because it has, I want y'all to see it because it has, she made each page for, it's for me. Slap and paint on paper. Lord, what in the world? This is what happens when you clean up. And I did. I moved stuff around and it's looking at me. I know it's looking at me. It's like I'm right here. And it was in, oh, there. Let me turn right. I put the box on top of it, I think, because that's the box. Did I leave it in the box? I think I left it in the box. Yes. I put the box I just showed y'all on top of the box. So just like, wait a minute. Only took you a month to get it out. I'm happy I got it. Hi, Kyoto. Kyoto. Elizabeth. Let me go back. I feel like I missed some folks. Hold on. Darcy. Hello, hello, hello. Darcy got too much snow, y'all. Oh my goodness. So all y'all that's got all that snow, y'all stay warm, okay? Becky said, I've been altering stencils. I'm really excited to show them on Makers and my next live stream. Julie Parker. Yeah, me and Crystal are on. Yep. Whoop, whoop. There's a box for that. there is. Okay, so let me show y'all this real quick. It's so cute. It's so cute. I put it back in the box. That was my way of keeping up with it. And then you saw I couldn't see it. But look at my card. I like when I get a card with my name on it and from who it's from. So that way I can put it in my journal. But check this out. Is this not cute? Of course, I took the bow off. Hey, Paula K. Watch it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? You see, it's homemade. The whole thing is homemade. You know I love homemade stuff. Okay? Love it, love it, love it. So when you go and you open it up, look at that. It's say from the desk of Karen McCoy. And she put the TM. Hey, Lydia. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Represent. Not only does she spell my name right, but she give me my TM. And then we got down here slap and paint on paper. And of course, we got a flower to represent because that's what we do. I love this so, so much, Carrie. Oh my goodness. It's just so cute. And it's each page because it's from the desk up. So if you're lucky enough to get this in your Happy Mail with a little note scribbled across it, then you know where it came from. It's a collaboration. I'll be doing something on top, but Carrie, in the chat right there, Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. If you're not following her, Mo or Barb, could you put her in the chat? Because she's worthy of being followed because she makes some of the cutest books. Oh my goodness, her books are so cute. As you can see, I like that. It made me tell myself that. So, Carrie, when I got this, I went over there and pulled my, whatever that thing is over there, I pulled it from it was under something. I had to go and dig it out. So I was like, we are going to use this because you inspired me to want to use this. Why? Because I want to use it for my gel prints. I was like, why? I can go and do my gel prints, something like this. Y'all know I'm always trying to find a way to keep my gel prints under control. All right, now I can take it out of the box and leave it on my desk because I wanted to be able to find it. And call myself wanting to be able to find it and then couldn't find it. And then we're going to use that. I'm going to keep that. I'm not giving that away. All right, let's put that over there with my journal. And it was so cute. Okay, so yeah, cinch machine. That's that thing. Yeah, you know what I was talking about. Um, so I assume since we're cold as heck over here, Julie Parker, that means y'all hot as heck over there. Because usually what's going on over here, y'all be the opposite. So I was listening to Mariah and them this morning as I was doing adulting things, and I was enjoying. I enjoyed it all, and all the way down, even to the end of the baby talk. It was just so cute. I was just like, oh, I remember my veil baby. My veil baby is no longer with me. I had two veil babies, and neither one of them are with me. Those are my two that have passed on. That's Tanika and Joshua. Both of them were so clean. And my messiest baby was Portia. Portia was, you thought I ate chalk or something. She was so chalky. But no, Tanika and Joshua were both like that, covered. Which my grandma, for African, folk tales, wise tales, whatever you want to call it, they always said that they would be my wise children. And I can say they were. They were. They will stand up, both of them, definitely Joshua. So I'm gonna leave that alone before I start tearing up because it leads me into what I want to kind of talk about. I'm gonna be all over the place today, okay? So we're gonna start out with welcome, welcome, welcome to Create Joy Studio. And as the grieving artist today, we're going to be talking about, are you choosing peace over performance? And no is a complete sentence. And we're going to sprinkle in a little bit of joy in the way of where we're going in February, because y'all know February is the time that the world celebrates Black History Month. You know, as a Black woman, I celebrate every single day I wake up. I celebrate me, myself, and I. Um, but today we're gonna, I wanna welcome you to kind of take a deep breath because I'm gonna keep doing it because it was like I say, it was rough. So I'm choosing my joy with intention today. Um, Peace. So let's see. I want. These are the words I want you to think about. I want you to think about joy with intention, momentum, and peace. And I'm gonna try to do this a little bit today because this is how it's kind of coming at me. Um, intention chose me. I didn't choose it. And momentum, because we came into 2026 with great momentum, right? And peace. And then the umbrella of it all, the top, it needs to be joy. So up under that, you want to get to your peace, momentum, you know, right? Okay, that's the focus. That's what we're doing. I'm going to start out with um, not talking about these, but just going to be using these. These are my Ferris wheel press inks that I have. I'm sure I'm not even pull out one, two, three, four, five bottles that are over there that I didn't even pull out. Then we have this one, this one. The bags were so cute. I had to keep them. And I've had these inks since 2020. Ooh, Lord, hold on. I had them before I moved from Colorado. I know that. But look at them. So I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna start using them because I was doing calligraphy, but some of these I can't use because they have like this one. See, it has stuff in the bottom, and it will clog up my pen. So look how beautiful that is, though. But I'm gonna be, instead of using paint today, I'm gonna be slapping some ink down because we're doing something different because I'm practicing some things over here. Because remember, I told y'all we're learning new things. We're learning new things. Now, if you are in the chat and there is something that you want to know, I would like for you to kind of put a purple heart or something by it, so that way, because my color I'm choosing today is purple, and that way, either Mo can redo it or I can kind of see it in the chat, because I'm going to talk about some things I'm going to have to talk about it, not fast, but I kind of want to get it done so that I can kind of be a little bit more loosey goosey, and so I can get it off my heart. I've journaled about it. I've written about it. Lord knows have I written about it. Jeez. And then it kept saying, and God was just like, well, you need to talk about it. That's what you do. You share what's on your mind. You share what's on your heart. And so as I was thinking about, my joy and how I wasn't feeling very joyful, and my attitude was very pissy. Let me just say that it was very pissy. And Friday, no, Thursday, hung out Thursday. Friday was rough. Saturday was, I kind of got my bearings a little bit, and that was when I started writing. And then I said no is a complete response, right? And I didn't want to make it into a long paragraph, but it ended up being a couple pages. I wasn't trying to make explanation. I wasn't trying to give excuses. I was just trying to justify my emotions and how I was feeling. And so now I'm sharing this because maybe you're in the same boat because we're all here in America. Those of us that's in America. Hey, Christina. Um, you're going through all of it. You're seeing all of it. Some of y'all look at the news. I don't look at the news. I kind of call myself avoiding as much of the streamline as I can, and then I grab a little bit of what I want when I can, right? When I really can. Because remember, we're talking about a lot of things. Talking about a lot of things. And if you've been over at PMR Studio, they share a lot of things, a lot of good stuff that gives you some good lanes to go down. Now, this I'm gonna say this like they say over at PMR Studio. There won't be too much arting right now. It's gonna be a conversation right now. So that's why I want the page to kind of speak for itself, and I keep my pen so when something comes out and really hit me, I can write it down. Like right here, I named this flower here, this little flower, and this one here is resist. And then budding tears. But trust in God when you can't explain the mess. And then the other one was, remember, love needs to be louder than hate. And then lazy tears, because I felt like I was kind of scraggling as things was hitting, when I heard about the shooting, and I kind of went on there, and I just when I saw what was happening, it triggered me so. It really did. So I had to literally cut my phone off, cut my device off, and I sat in it because it really did trigger me. When this last young man that was murdered in the street. There's no way to say it. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But then I watched something else I saw on something YouTube that put something in front of me, and Jane Fonda. Y'all know Jane Fonda is. I mean, girl looks good for her age. I want to know how much work, if any work, she's had done. That's just a side parking lot one right there. But Jane Fonda, I love her just like I did my other girl. But Jane Fonda, and her dad, they were activists and things back in the day. But she said something on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. She said, "White people, y'all haven't been here before. This is new. We have to learn what we can do and how to do this." And when I tell you, I just sat up and I looked, and I was just like, "Did she just?" And I rewinded, and she said, it reminded me of what my grandmother, because remember, y'all that don't know, my grandmother, I have two grandmothers that are approaching 100, so they've been through some things. They've been through some things, and what's going on in the world now. They're like, oh yeah, okay, well, that's just how we grew up, but it's different. It's like it's nobody's safe now. But she was talking about some things, and it made me like. She said, first place they start is with educated. And I thought about that, and I was just like, yeah, they do go, and most of these places they recruit people from colleges. You go get the educated, go get your people, whatever. I don't know. But the bottom line that I gained from that, she's like, people helping others learn how to defend freedoms, right? And I was just like, okay, that goes back to the First Amendment, right? Which is what we're talking about. And when you're talking about the First Amendment, um, Sorry, I was reading chat. uh, um, yeah, the First Amendment. Let me back up. I got sidetracked. First Amendment means the government cannot tell you what religion to believe. Um, they can't tell you basically what religion to believe in, whether to believe in religion, whether you want to go to church, don't go to church, whatever. They can't stop you from practicing your religion, right? It also means you're allowed to speak your ideas, write them, and share them. I mean, here we are on YouTube. I'm doing that exact thing right here, right now, right? I am also allowed to meet peacefully if I choose to and say, hey, we're gonna meet in BFE at 10 o'clock. And we're gonna be peaceful about it, and we're gonna talk about how we're feeling about what's going on in the world today. The First Amendment gives me that right. I'm allowed to meet peacefully with other people and complain to the government when something is unfair. That's what's going on right now. There are people trying to do that very thing. But in short, let me tell you this here. You have the right to believe, speak, write, gather, and ask for change, and you should not be punished for it. You should not be gunned down in the street. I mean, the right to bear arms. I mean, did they say if you're going to protest, like you can't do this? Like, I went down the rabbit hole a little bit. Like I said, I cried about it. I went down the rabbit hole, and it's just so sad that people are being killed. And then it's sad, the other side, we got left side and right side. This isn't a political thing for me, right? It's a heart thing. And I don't want you to come over here to create Joy Studio over here at Slapping Paint on Paper and forget about what's going on in the world. That's not what I'm asking you to do. What I am asking you to do is to pause and entertain a thought, right? When you hear people talking about politics, listen to what they're not saying. Don't pay attention to a lot of the words that come out of their mouth. Pay attention to their actions, because action speaks louder than words. Okay. Um, get in the words of PMR Studio, get knowed up about some things. You know, when Jane was talking about, she was talking about freedom trainers, and I went down to, thinking about some things. I was just like, yeah, I remember hearing that, because as a black woman, I've had family members that I knew, like I knew my great 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 grandmother, um, who wasn't allowed to vote, and I had some old family members, older, who got, they fought for the right for me to be able to vote. So I take it very seriously. Um, but freedom trainers were, they educated people, they taught people what their constitutional rights are, um, and to choose their rights, what to do peacefully, right? Because my first, I believe, learning about all the things when I was younger. I took the high road. I was all things Martin Luther King. There's no fighting. I didn't want to fight. Learn all these words and use my voice to exercise my rights. That was that young girl who was very, very, very angry. She saw Roots. She shouldn't have seen that movie. Not that young. But it took years for me to get rid of that anger. So now I don't jump down every lane. I choose 3 thoughts, either a day or a week, whatever I can kind of handle, right? Civil rights was a part of my it's part of my life. It's part of who I am at the core. It helped Black Americans, and I can't not talk about what's going on in the world and not mention it, because it gave me, like I say, the right to vote, to protest without violence, right? So historically, we had some things going on in the past, and I feel like those things have resurfaced they're just a different thing. And I want people to really Pay attention to what's going on in the world and ask yourself, am I supposed to be a part of this? And if the answer is yes, then I want you to ask yourself, well, how? Because it's not everybody's job to protest. It's not everybody's job to, walk the streets, carrying a sign. That's not everybody's way of doing it. We're going to talk about some women next month who did, they're the women on the front line that fed the people that protest, the women that choose to drive the cars for, you don't hear about them. I want to talk about, I'm going to be, mentioning each day for the live. I haven't decided if I'm going to do more than 2 lives a week for next month because that's more how I want to kind of do it. I kind of want to be in that realm of, I told y'all I'm a joy advocate. And in the process of talking about joy, I still have to talk about, I have to be intentional about how you're going to do it, right? And when you figure out how you want to help, then know that you get to protect, you get to be protected, or you get to protect people, right? You organize safely and legally. And you learn in the ways of when people, they were talking about the freedom trainers, they taught them how to protect themselves from intimidation or unfair treatment. I mean, that's what, from my understanding, what ICE is doing right now. They're intimidating the hell out of people. And that's just unfair. That's just not the way it's supposed to be, right? So historically, freedom trainers were important during the civil rights movement, right? And today, freedom trainers are important because we need to be in the schools, we need to have community groups. The churches continue to need to gather together. The denomination needs to kind of just go on away and they come together, because even in the Word of God, it says, until you come together in love, you cannot do these things. And if you're worrying about what you're going to get in your church from this and that, then it's not coming together to work together for the greater good, right? It's time for nonprofit organizations to kind of step out and do more. Youth leadership programs. You got social justice or civic educational programs. All these things are out there. And it's what you get to choose. You get to choose how you want to do it. If you want to get out and beat the street, that may be the way you do it. All I'm saying, it's time for everybody to do something. And in the words of P, we can entertain all these thoughts that I'm talking about, and you don't have to accept them. You can just, blanket over them, just like, Karen, I'm not doing none of that. It's not touching me. It's not bothering me. No problem. In the words of my grandma, keep living. Something's going to get to you one way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay? And with all of that, organizing people to learn how to protect their freedoms, that's just it. You need to know what is right and what is wrong. And I believe, because when people put stuff up on social media, I don't pay attention to what they put up on social media. I kind of go in for the comments because I want to see what people are saying. And with the young man who got killed in the street, who got assassinated in the street, really, the comments, there were people who were saying that he shouldn't have been out there with his gun, and he shouldn't have this, and he shouldn't have that. And I was just like, well, I wouldn't watch, couldn't go down watching the videos, just like, you know what? Okay, well, that's how they feel or whatever, whatever. But I was like, but isn't that don't they have something about, you got the right to bear arms? Isn't everybody walking around here? I know here in Alabama, I can go to the store right now. If I go in Walmart, I'm going to walk up on about 5 men that's going to have a gun, or a woman. They got them on their hips. Like, I don't understand. And that part, because I don't understand the thoughts of why other people are doing what they're doing, that is where I paused and was just like, okay, back up. The rest of that, trying to figure out what people are thinking, that's not my job. Okay. Now that is it for me. But the sanity that's going on in the world today, it just makes my heart hurt. It makes me sick, literally. 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 So, for those that don't know, I am Karen McCoy. Just in case you needed to know, that's who I is. And I just needed to get that out a little bit just because, just because the laws of this country exist to protect all citizens, not just the ones we agree with. Justice is not something that we get to apply selectively to who we want to apply it to. If we only defend rights when they match our personal narrative, then we're not standing for truth. We're just standing for the convenience of our lives and what's going on, right? This wind blowing so hard. Ignorance cannot be given permission to run unchecked. Education is not a luxury, it is a responsibility. And I would like for people to be educated on a lot of things. And this is even what is put out on the news. Get educated on what they say. Is it true? This is the same thing I tell you about the church and going to church and the Bible. Just because the preacher said it, is it true? Is that what's in the Bible? Or did you read it for yourself? Have good conversation, have healthy conversation, have dialogue. Don't argue about it, because we owe it to ourselves and to one another to seek understanding instead of the slogans people are throwing around. Get depth instead of the drama, and get some facts so that you don't have to be fearful of what's going on. Freedom of speech is not about winning the argument, it's about allowing voices to exist without punishment. The right to bear arms is not about threatening others with what's on their hip. It's about lawful choice and personal responsibility. And listen, and public safety is not about control. It is about protecting innocent life. And when I think about the values that I have, they do not compete with each other. My values belong together. We cannot claim to love justice while excusing the chaos that's going on in this world. I mean, truthfully, we can't say that we love freedom while tolerating the violence. We also can't choose to say that we love truth while feeding the ignorance. Learn what is what, and then stand for something, because if you're looking at all this new stuff and that's all you're gaining, you're going to fall for it, right? Don't miss the bigger picture. Don't miss what they're not showing you. Trust me, the media wants you to see because they want you to keep coming back. It's for the money. Follow the money. Everything is centered around it. And the one who is the richest is the one who's probably doing the most. We do not get to choose what is right only when it's going to benefit us. I believe that we are called to stand for what is right because it's just the right thing to do. That's how a nation is going to heal. Not by shouting louder and trying to be right, but by living straighter. Get our minds clear. Have a strong conscience. Steady character, right? A lot of people don't like who's in the White House. I mean, he's there. We can't change that. I mean, there could be some things done, but it's until it get done, there's nothing we can do about it, right? We need a clear mind, a strong conscience, and steady. Be steady. We're in uncertain times right now, guys. And it's not about Democrat, Republican. People are just not happy right now. And we need to come together as a people. We need to love each other. We need to resist the foolishness. Right? Okay, I think that's enough of that. I think my peace needs to, because we're joy. We got intention, momentum, and peace. We need to kind of hone in on them. And one of the healthiest things that, we can do right now is to create boundaries around what we take in. And that means even me. That means limiting even me. So I want to limit my own. I choose not to argue about the things. I choose to limit my voice, except for when I'm talking about joy and peace. Because peace is not avoidance, peace is the stewardship of my mind. And it's the thing that keeps me sane. And another essential practice is returning to what is real and close to me. And that's my joy, and painting and slapping paint on paper and creating here in the studio and, all the things. So that's why I wanted to talk about that a little bit, because it kind of went into what I was going to be talking about today anyway. Are you choosing peace over performance? Because a lot of people want to perform right now and they don't even know what's going on, right? So, no is a complete sentence. Joy with intention, momentum, and peace. Right? No, it does not need a paragraph. No, it does not need a backstory. No, it does not need permission. And it definitely does not need apology. It's just no. Okay? All right. We're going to take a deep breath. I'm going to take me a little drink. I'm going to scroll back because I feel like I wasn't even looking for hearts. I just had to get that out because I wanted to. Okay, Christina, hello. I think I saw I got you. No, I didn't. That's what got me. She avoids the news. It makes me depressed and I don't need my anxiety. That's what got me when I was talking about that First Amendment. Yeah, Jane Fonda and Diane Keaton. But Jane Fonda is like the book. What is the book club? I love me some Jane Fonda. All the way back to On Golden Pond. So sad that we're fighting for our rights. Yeah, yeah. Jay Bouvetti. That's Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Look ahead. Hey, Kathy Gilbert. Hey, Julia. But I'm catching up, y'all. What we helping with? What I said? I must have said something. I said something. I'm quite sure I did. Hey, Evie. 2A all the way here in Texas. This is the beginning. Yeah. Yo, we just have concealed carry here in Illinois. Oh no, we got. Oh man, you can walk around here with your shotgun. You can walk around with your shotgun, your drawers. You walk shotgun, your bras, and your panties. No, they can. Then in Colorado they had the law "Make My Day," and then in Florida they got the other one. It's just like, oh my goodness. Mm-mm. I don't need nobody making my day. I like to pee in private. All right, I stand for. Okay. Dun, dun, Hey, hey, Tammy. Tammy, are you out of school? Wait a minute. What time is it? Jock. Hello, Jock. All right. I'm all caught up. I had to catch up. Because I wanted to make sure there's anybody. Because we're done again. My thoughts, my channel. I just described what the first commandment is. But we all have um um yeah, Topeka just saying what she said about what she telling another thing for us to do instead of, you know, getting stuck in front of TV. That's what she mean by go and let's do some art and turn off the news. Yeah, that's what that means. So we're all good. We're all good. All right. All right. So okay, let me back up. Oh, Tammy, no school, day 2. Oh man. All right. Well, welcome for the break. I know everybody. Some people are happy for the break, and some people they just like, oh my God, can weather get better so these children can go back to school or whatever. But okay, so this is what we're doing today. I'm gonna these Ferris wheels. I'm kind of gonna pull them out, and I'm just gonna open them up, and I'm gonna play them because I've had them for a while, and I noticed that I kind of this left-handed I drug over this, and I was a little upset when I just saw that because I realized this pencil right here is this charcoal. I didn't realize that it was um that I could smear it, but I guess I can. Well, it's the one I was drawing with, but I didn't think it was water soluble. Look, let me see. I guess it did it when I wasn't. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna be using some of this ink. We're gonna be pouring it out. Cause I got it. I got it. Ooh, look at that. What color is this one? It's purple or I don't know. So I was doing calligraphy, y'all. And that's why I got all this daggum ink. And I've never done it with the water, with this thing, this brush. That's going to mess with because I'm going to have to go back over there. So, how's everybody doing? Tell me how you're doing because there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And so I just want you to tell me how you're doing. I mean, we got the weather, we got a lot going on. And if you've never used ink for embellishing your flowers, listen, it is the thing to do. I'm going to try not to put water in it because I want it to stay nice and dark. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at it. It's purple. So yeah, it's purple. Look how purple it is. All right, let me put top back on it because I'll be done knocked it over. And it's a $30 bottle of ink. I've cleaned out my hall closet and half of my craft room, and I've tossed 5 bags of trash. Oh Lord, I wonder how many people would have found that Carrie has found that as not trash. You know what they say, a one man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm going to make this page full of leaves because that's what my world is going to be about, is putting stuff in my leaves. But I think we've all been kind of doing that. I've still been doing it, even in my thoughts. Like we've been destashing our thoughts. Can y'all believe January is almost gone? Like, can you really believe January is almost gone? We're getting ready to be in February the 1st. And it's going to be Becky's birthday. P calls it all treasure. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Listen, when I was thinking about, when I was writing in my journal and I was thinking about the word no, I was like, when you say no without guilt, three things happen. I wrote down that three things was happening, right? I stopped abandoning myself in my thought processes. I stopped teaching people to overstep me, like how to treat me, like really, really, when I started saying no. And I started making room for what actually was fitting that I wanted to fit in my life, right? When I started saying no without guilt. Now, is that hard? Yes, it is. It is still hard. And I'm going to be okay, but I want to continue with everything that's going on. I want you to still continue to say no, even to the news media. Maybe like you're at work and somebody's having a conversation and it's not serving your joy. It's not bringing you peace. Just kind of step away and be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want none of that, right? You get to say no. I mean, no is just not about when family members ask you to drive them to the grocery store and you want to say no because they won't give you no gas or won't buy you lunch and all they want to do is complain about how you drive. Not that I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking about people that are around you every day that you really maybe didn't realize that they are toxic as hell. And all they want to do is leech off of you. They like if you jumped into the Amazon and you come up with a bunch of leeches on you, and then, leeches suck the life out of you like a tick on a dog. You don't want that. Look how that's drying. Oh my goodness, I'm liking that. Okay, my brush might need to be a little bit bigger, but I don't want to waste a lot of it. Maybe I do, but I don't. Still gotta. That's a lot that's on there. Look at that. That's the other thing. When I went to brush my brush off, ooh, I like that. Let's make that into a circle. So I wanted to get some things. I didn't want to use today as a garbage can conversation, but I kept like writing about it, and God just kept saying somebody maybe need to know that they need to know. Don't know. And after hearing Jane Fonda say what she said, I was just like, everybody don't know how to drive a car. We shoveled snow for 3 hours so we can get out tomorrow. I'm grateful to be sitting. Wait, Tammy, aren't you in California? Maybe I got the wrong state for you. I don't know why I thought you. Where are you, Tammy? I don't know why I thought you were in California, but I guess it snows in parts of California too, huh? No, but anyways, what did I miss? Indiana, man, how did I miss that? Oh, okay, yeah. I do not. You know what? I believe like, I don't know. We're not gonna worry about it right now. I'll just let you know I had a moment. That explains it then. Okay, look at see I put water on there. Look at that. See how much still left in there? So you still get to come and still it's a little bit more diluted, but you still get to come in. Let's see, let's make that one that way and put that one that way. And when I'm using this ink, I am holding my brush a little more, a little tighter. It's a little tighter. But if you've never used ink to paint, like to really just paint, and if you got some and you're not using it for calligraphy anymore, I challenge you. I want to inspire you to pull it out and just, get you a little plate and, do like what I'm doing. Just dip it in, dip it in, dip it in. Oh, like that, like that. If I could take that, put that over there, those two could go together. Let's see how the muscle memory is going to work. It's not working right now. I haven't done it in like 3 years. I was teaching myself to do it with my right hand. 12 inches. We never get snow because we are in the river valley. And OMG, that purple. I've been discouraged from pulling it out, at least in public. Oh, Eddie, 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 Eddie. Don't get poked. I was laughing this morning when P was talking about poking. I was like, oh yeah, I get people poking me all the time over there. I'll poke back. It's just like, hey, well, I'm over here. I've been trying to talk to you, and then they poke you. I feel like poking was on another platform too. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so I needed to go back to my thought processes in painting. Oh, goodness. Listen, Eddie, I'm here for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I felt like I could have been a little bit more intentional on Friday, I probably would have came live, but I couldn't stop crying Friday. Like it just was so sad because I just couldn't stop crying. So I was like, I'm not finna go over here and or push this live button and hope I stop crying. Just like, nope. Just pull this journal out. Let's start working on this journal and Get your tears going over there. And that's what I did. Let's see if this is going to work like I want it to work. Go through there and come out there and one big right there. Yeah. And then I looked at, I put me some books on audio. I couldn't even sit still and listen to daggum books. The only thing that made me sit still and just kind of stop shedding the tears was working on that journal. And once I did that, then I kind of got it out and I was okay. So, cleansing, whatever you have to do to get your joy. Y'all, get your joy. Get you some. Get you some, okay? um, Gotta get you some. Gotta get you some. Okay. Maybe. See, it kind of did it. It's still not the way I wanted it to be. Y'all are getting real live thought processes right hot off the press. Um, Somebody wanted to argue about, I blocked them though, about um, something. Let me just say that. And I was just like, girl, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time to be arguing about foolishness. I have a testimony in my life. And you know what? Each year I have a different testimony. God has given me a new testimony every day I wake up. It's a new one. Do I have to continue telling the same one he did when I was 12? No. They're called new mercies, right? And but listen here. If someone is only comfortable with you when you are overextending yourself for their own gain, they are not attached to you. They're attached to the labor that you're doing, right? And so in all of that I was going through this weekend, we're coming into 2026. So I'm still doing some some thoughts and who I want to be bumped up with and who I don't want. Who I want in my space. I didn't even. Ooh, I didn't even rinse that off. Well, we'll rinse it off right there. My bad. I'm still here. I'm looking through scrapbook paper to use to decorate inside of my box. Okie dokie. Ooh, that's a lot of ink in there. Get out. Oh well, let me use another one. And I'm using my watercolor brushes for this. But it's okay. Let's see what that one looked like. Oh, this one must be a brown kind of color. Look at that. Oh. So this one isn't as vibrant as the other one. I don't want that on there. Let's kind of put that in there a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh. That's pretty. Um, but we want intentional joy. Sorry, I kind of got sidetracked a little bit because I'm being intentional, y'all. And intentionality sometimes comes with, what do you call that thing? Concentration. There it is. We got to put that tip on it. There we go. And I'm going to take some words and I'm going to put around this. So if y'all didn't know, Carrie's doing, I was started looking at his video and then I stopped this morning because it was Mariah and P time. But you go over there, he's doing in his journal, in his art journal. And God, I want that art journal. But I'm trying to tell myself you do not need an art journal. You just made yourself two. Use your own. Y'all talk to yourself about y'all talk yourself out of things too. Do y'all talk yourself out of things too? I find I don't. I find I don't enjoy it as thick inside, Julie. It doesn't always turn out how I want it to. Oh, paper on the inside? But Topeka says, "Oh, I don't care." Is that Patriots? So that's who's going, the Patriots or the Seahawks? I could care less this year. I mean, I haven't cared about the Super Bowl in a while. So, y'all, who y'all going for? We got any? I don't think we got very many football fans in the chat actually. And then if we did, I know we had Denver fans. When someone catches me talking to myself, I say I'm consulting with the expert. Right? I love that one now. It's like, and this morning when Mariah kept saying, therapy and counseling, and I was just like, look, I'm here for all of that. But it's just a conversation. Have conversation and you get the things out, you know? And that's where no comes in, because once you talk to yourself, right? And you know that, you're not wanting all of this or whatever, then you get to choose joy with intention. See how that comes along? So it's like all the things. Joy with intentions kind of like means you choosing what enters your life. And I think when that's why I love counseling and therapy. I do, because I do all of them with joy, intention, and peace. And I think it leads to, right? Leads to your joy. And then you have the energy. You get to choose your time and your energy. It's not accidental. Like, so when you get to talk out some things, and I'm quite sure as Mariah talk out some things and P talk out some things, and then later on they'd be like, you know what, we talked about that. That was, you know, or anybody, when you're talking about some things, you're just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. That's not leftovers. That's not, unintentional. That's intentional conversation. It goes in a thought. And really, truthfully, y'all, that's all therapy, and that's counseling. That's all it is. When I sit down, or when I used to sit down and counsel people, I listen. I did more listening. I asked triggering words. There's triggering words, right? Because I really want to know what you want to talk about, but you're not going to talk about what you want to talk about. Ooh, this one might be really pretty. Let's put that one up there. You're not going to talk about what you want to talk about until you know that I'm not going to judge you, especially if it's something that you feel other people have judged you in the past, right? I love football, but my team is out, the Steelers, and of course, college. I like the Bears, so I don't care. Yep. Be right back. Cup of coffee. I'm not interested in the entertainment halftime show. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know nothing. I need to shake this up. Shake it up, baby. I like to call. Oh yeah, look at that. This is chosen joy right here. Look at this. Oh, so Brad is working on therapy with me. Yeah, y'all talk. I mean, and here's the other thing. Like, therapy is really everybody thinks, well, let me not downgrade the profession, because that's not what I want to do. I feel like everybody needs somebody to talk to. And I'm not talking psychotherapy. I'm not talking about psychiatrists and all. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about regular counseling. Just somebody, me and you having a conversation. I mean, I'm talking about stuff that, you tell me stuff, and, I am mandate report. That's not the brush. Girl. I am a mandated reporter, so I tell people, don't come around me beating on your children either, because we can talk about that from a certain standpoint. But I feel like everybody needs some form of somebody that they can talk to. Yes, and he knows what topics and words get me fired up. So if in that case, then he's not being very good. So if unless he wants you to, unless you want to be fired up, but we call those triggering words, those healing for convenience. We want you to heal for convenience. That's how the art got started for me. I guess this is what the color is, but I thought I was contaminating it. That's how I got started in art. Well, doing the art, because as when COVID happened and all the things, I stopped counseling after my son. Well, when my son died, I stopped counseling, stopped doing all the things. This is so pretty. It has to do something beautiful. Oh well, we won't stress over it. But that doesn't mean that I stopped counseling. I just don't do it the way I used to do it. So now it's more art therapy. It's more talk therapy. I talk, and then the people that, hire me or come to me and, we do talk therapy. And then if they want to do some art, well, then we do art talk therapy. Because most of the time people want to talk about the art. And then when you ask a question, well, why did you do this and this? Sometimes it brings out some things. And usually you just need to hang out with somebody that, you want to trust to share something that might be intimate or something that might be, oh, that one's pretty too. I feel like I got a lot of purple here. So we like this one. We like this one. That one is not dark enough. I don't feel like that one's dark enough. Look at that. Oh, I got so. But legit, we talk often, and most of the time we solve things. Then that is, look, that's a good thing. That's a good relationship. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's put that right there. I like that color. See, it was a little concentrated up there. But look at that. This is making my heart happy. Very much so. Oh, and then we're doing joy, peace. Oh Lord, what was the other one? What Kathy said? I feel like Dallas Cowboys my team. Dallas. That Bernadette is a Dallas Cowboy fan. Did I miss something? My art and singing is my therapy. Oh, nice. Kathy says, I got my stencils from PM Artists and I've already got a bag of trash. LOL, it's the hardest thing I've tried. Wait a minute, Kathy, let's talk about that. Why you got a bag of trash? Are you putting a whole lot of pressure on yourself? Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Don't do it. And the other thing, Kathy, is don't do intentional pulls. Don't do intentional pulls. Because when you start out, you just kind of want to start out just doing something. But don't be intentional about it. And that way it gives your heart time to kind of absorb something new. I really like this one. I just got a smell that went across my nose that triggered a memory, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, that's that one. I'm gonna have to keep going because I'll keep the ones I love and won't show the rest of them. Let's clean this one off. All right, there we go. All right, we did that one, that one. Let's see what's this one. That's the shimmery one. We did that one. What is this one? This one looks red. Play with the paint and timing at the start. Play with the paint and timing. Yeah, play with the paint and timing. Timing, timing, timing. Yeah, I think the key for me is I just wanted to see what will happen. It's like let's do, and I am still experimenting on. Well, let's see what will happen, and then I'm loving the breaking the rules. Just like okay, don't they say don't put these two colors together. Well, let's put them together and make some grunge, which turns out to be some beautiful backgrounds. Okay, that's pretty. I feel like these. Do they this have the name on the bottom of them? No. Oh yeah, it do. Oh no, it don't. I feel like it should have. Look, that's 85 milliliters of nothing but pure ink. Do you see that bottle of ink? Did you see how many bottles I got? I got four bottles, four of these big bottles. And the other ones, oh, let's show you that other color. I think I need, since I'm washing them all out, let's wash them all out. To let you know, I went down the one favorite color that I still use, so I won't be using this one. But this one I still use in my what that pen called? This one, not that one. And then I have black. But this one I use in my calligraphy pen. So I still use this one. See, these have the name on them. The other ones don't have the name on them. Paula K is oh, you headed home early. So we got, so I've added four more. We got turquoise. I think that's another purple. And then we got green. And then this one's a pretty color. I wanted these bottles because they were decorated. They decorated my studio very, 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 very. There was a little place I had them, and they just was so cute. Did I tell y'all I buy stuff because it's cute? Well, I jumped on the ink wagon way back when we were doing all things. So that works out that way. But yeah, so um this is the other thing I want y'all to know. If it costs you some peace, if it costs you your peace, I just want y'all to know the cost is too high. Eddie said, Carrie, you have the best toys. Eddie, I had to get rid of a lot of them daggum things. They wasn't serving me, but I'll buy stuff because I was buying stuff in the past because it was cute. Not no more. I won't function. Now I want the paint because it's going to give me something beautiful. So today when I pull this gel plate out, we're going to start with yellow ochre. And that was because of yesterday with Casey's live, Chiquita. They kept talking about mustard and yellow ochre, and I was just like, oh. But I didn't feel inspired to pull. Well, I was too much down the rabbit hole of my journal yesterday too. So, but yeah, we're going to pull out some yellow ochre. I was like, wait a minute, do I got some yellow ochre? It's like, yeah, I know I got some yellow ochre. So that's pretty. So look at these, look at these, look at these. So look at this page. This page is fun. That's fun. I feel like I'm gonna have to get me something and make a circle right there because that just didn't come out. But my leaves, that kind of did what I wanted. This is fun, but that works out. That works out. That's cute. Zal says, sometimes I buy things because it has polka dots on it. So that is the same thing as buying it because it's, yes, because polka dots are cute. And those are the things that bring me joy, right? And that's another thing. If it's going to bring me joy and peace, then I want more of it. Because if it costs me my peace, then I don't want to have to deal with it. That means it costs too much, right? And joy. So then when you got joy with momentum, it means that you keep choosing yourself even when it feels a little unfamiliar, right? So right now, Kathy Grant is choosing to, not Kathy Grant, Kathy Gilbert is choosing gel printing and all the things. It's different, but she's choosing it on purpose. So then her momentum is going to get built every time she chooses to slap that paint on that gel plate. And hopefully she won't get burnt out and she won't get overcommitted. She'll just have fun with it, right? But she's not going to keep faking it if it doesn't bring her joy. And that's with anything that we choose, like in our studio or in our home or in our life, right? We don't want to disguise and think we're getting joy and it's not bringing us joy. Like right now, this is fun. Now, what I'm going to do is after I've done all of this right here, I want this page, I'm going to slap some paint all over this. I don't know what color yet. It hadn't started talking to me. Um, I might, oh, you know what? It just answered. It's like, hey, I want to go down on the page. And I'm just like, okay, well, let's do it. Bernadette, did you hear us talking about your Cowboys? Cause you just sashayed in real quick. Time we said something about them Cowboys. But you don't need a dramatic exit from from old patterns in life. Just kind of just tell people no. Just like no. And in the beginning, it might be hard. Oh, let's see if that's going to want to do what I want it to do. I think that brush might be wet, but that's going to be pretty. That is going to give me what I want. It is. It is. We're not going to worry about where. I just kind of want it kind of pop down, some little pop of color. And it's going to really ignite the momentum. And I'm being very intentional because remember I told y'all it's about slapping paint on paper. That's how it started. Right? Told you I was going to be breathing a lot today. And remember, momentum isn't like the momentum doesn't have to be fast. And it doesn't have to be like, hey, I'm over here getting me some momentum by telling you no. Momentum doesn't need to be loud. It's just you kind of just honing in on your own thought processes and just saying, you know what? I don't even feel like doing them today. They don't even need to know you don't feel like doing them. Just say no. No apologies, no explanations. Just be like, no. And then if they like, why? Just no. And then slide to the left or the right. That's it. It starts out being hard, but it gets better. And remember, set a boundary. You gotta set a boundary with confidence, right? Gotta set a boundary. Because boundaries don't stop your life. They kind of steer it. Hey Lynn, how are you? We just over here slapping ink on paper, not paint, ink. And if anybody knows anything about this Ferris wheel press, they'd be like, Lord have mercy, I just can't believe she's slapping that ink around. And it is because it's bringing me joy. And it's use it or lose it. So it was either you get rid of it, and I still couldn't get rid of it because remember, it was decorating my studio. It was still bringing me joy. Okie dokie, Carrie. Thank you for hanging around with us today. See you around. Are you doing the hop, Carrie? I need to put that on the calendar. I'm gonna be hanging out. I'm not. That's why I didn't do it. I'm not gonna be around my laptop to do it. Other than that, I would have hopped around with y'all. Hop around, hop around. Okay, I like that. I like that. Just looking at the snow and trying to stay warm. Yes, please stay warm. Okay, I'm done with that. We're gonna slack it. So that gives us this color. What this color looks like. That one's pretty. All right. Let's kind of mix some of this up in there. Let's see what we get. Yes, I'm going to use the same brush because it's the same thing. Ooh, ooh, pretty, 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 pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. I might need to stop with that one because that one is very much so beautiful. Yeah, we're going to leave that one alone. Let's put a little bit over here. So when I got these inks, y'all, I was doing acrylic, not acrylic, calligraphy. And so I figured, well, I got all these I got some beautiful pens, some calligraphy pens. And so I needed pretty ink. So we were doing but then after I stopped doing calligraphy, I was like, oh, we can use those to kind of put on I can put them on my flower. And so I started adding them to my watercolors after. And I did that for a little bit. And then I don't know. I think it was when I moved, I didn't have them out. So y'all know if it's not out, you don't use it. So it's out of sight, out of mind. All right, this is green. Well, I think we're gonna stay with green for a minute, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Bart says, I'm adding that song to the playlist. Cha cha slide. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Slide. Yeah, let's go. Now, right foot and left foot. Something, something, slide. Something, something, something. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. See, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. Just invite joy into your life. however you choose to do it. I just happen to choose mine with paint, acrylic paint, watercolor, whatever. Just doesn't always have to be on a piece of paper either. I slap paint on some wood. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, let's pull that out. There we go. Pull that up there. Let's just slap it down. Just go for it. Boom. See, when there are no intentions, then it turns out better. Look at that. The out of sight, out of mind is what sucks about trying to be a creative in a little apartment. I'm always trying to remember what craft supplies do I have, so I'm often digging through things. Hey, Brenda, crisscross, yes. So, hey, so Zell, do you have clothes? This is I got some things in boxes. So the thing that made me I wanted to be able to see things. So I kind of got clear containers. And then I kind of put things where I could see them too. Because I haven't always had this big old space that I have now. We were in Colorado. I had a little room. Well, it still was a big room, but it was a little room. And so I had a lot of stuff in boxes. And so now I try to leave it, if I got to put it in a box, which is usually overflow, excuse me, like paper is in drawers. I feel like I need to do a new walkthrough because I've changed things in the studio. We are watercolor. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. That just makes my heart happy. Oh, you was able to. Okay, cool, cool, cool. But I still need to get me a desk, the base of the desk. And remember, I'm still working on somebody to do that. You know, the wood man. Y'all remember the relationship we had with the wood man? He didn't seem too excited um, about wanting to make my desk. Oh Lord, you leaking? That's another thing, y'all. You're gonna end up with ink all over your hand. So just be prepared to have happy fingers. No worries, because we're getting ready to go into gel printing anyway. Oh, that's a lot. There we go. That's just made a mess. That's okay. We'll just get another one. It's okay. All right, there we go. Did y'all enjoy that? Because I enjoyed showing y'all those inks. So that's all those inks. But I had to let that green go because I was having too much fun with the green. I was having too much fun. So I want to admonish you to have joy, intentional joy, have momentum with your intentional joy so that you can have peace. Because joy for your peace is not about being happy all the time either. It's about being aligned. It means I don't say yes and then resent it. It means I don't show up bitter and call it love. It also means I don't give from an empty place because y'all know the gratitude that we have to fill ourselves means we need to pour from a full, not even pour from that full cup, pour from the overflow. And then peace won't have to, try to outperform because you're trying to get your joy. And when you don't have your joy, then your peace is like, okay, well, I want peace. So let's just gain peace. Let's just do this because it's going to give me a little bit of peace because they'll leave me alone. You don't want that either. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to have momentum and be intentional. And when people hear you say no, they not going to like it. And that doesn't make it wrong. Some people will test you with your nose. And that you know what? That does not mean you need to go back and say yes. Doesn't. Your nose does not require their understanding. It requires your commitment to who? Your joy. Because peace, remember, we can be peace sitting in a pile of poop. You don't have too much joy sitting there worrying about, oh, the smell. Be like, oh, but then you can kind of align it to be like, you know what, I won't be here always. No is not the end of love. It is the beginning of self-respect. So you don't end up in a pile of poop. Who wants to be in a pile of poop? So today I want you to choose joy with intention. I want you to choose joy with momentum. And I want you to choose joy for our peace. Right? That's what we're going to do. That's what I challenge you to do. That's what I challenge you to do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. Because you're choosing peace over performing for other people, right? And I want you to journal this. I want to give this kind of like let's see. What would I stop doing if I stopped trying to be impressive? Even in art's sake, for the art, for all the art. If you stop comparing yourself to my gel prints, or if I stop comparing myself to P's gel prints, or Becky, or Eddie, anybody's anything. What would I stop doing? What could you really do if you stop basically comparing yourself to for the for the for the likes or the clicks or the things, right? I think my channel started growing when I stopped giving a damn about what people thought of me. I didn't care. I'm not here for the people to like me. I like that you like me, but I want you to come here for your own joy, for your own peace. And the only way to be able to do that is to be like, you know what, that girl over there, she said something the other day. I didn't really like that. But overall, I want joy. I want to be able to have my peace. And everything she says about that kinda in lines with, So I'm gonna go hang out with her a little bit. And that's how we've grown to over 1,000. I mean, it's almost at 1,500. I'm just like, it's growing. And so that is the thing that I want you to think about. I want you to think about a life that looks good and it can still go wrong, right? But choose what feels true to your heart so that you can have joy, so that you can have peace. So when you finish crying those tears and all the things, you'll be like, oh, I had to cry those tears for that joy. I had to cry those tears so I can come and sit here and talk to you, right? I had to. And then I had to be very intentional and I had to be very transparent to let you know that those budding tears were here. Friday was just rough. And I chose Saturday to put up a wall. I put up a boundary, not a wall. I put up a boundary to say, I don't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to take care of me. I mattered. My energy mattered. My healing mattered at the moment. And the pace that I was getting my joy back, I needed to concentrate on me. So I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. And that might have upset some folk. But the truth is, I don't care. I was what came first. I was important. And I had to be truthful with myself, remember? Because truth is not loud, it's just steady. And I had to be steady on that race. And when you live truthfully, you stop auditioning and you stop explaining and you kind of stop apologizing for what other people want. I don't care. If you like my ink, you like my ink. If you're here for the watercolor, okay, I'll pull out the watercolor when my heart wants the watercolor, or when I have to watercolor in private so that I can put some cuss words on here and then watercolor over it. I mean, I'm learning layers and colors. My heart is layered with what is going to make me have joy, right? And that's how it's that, man, when I tell you coming leaving 26 25 and coming in 26 with momentum, being intentional. And then when I name the cost of what was always trying to be strong for a lot of things, it's just like, no, girl, be strong for yourself first. Everybody else has to be strong for themselves. I don't question the habits that was keeping me being busy. I just disconnected them because they wasn't serving me. And then when I started doing all of that, then the audience of peace started assembling. And that in itself made my heart happy. So your life does not need to look impressive. It needs to feel joy. It needs to feel peace. It needs to be who you want it to be, right? You need to be bold with your joy and how you feel. Be bold when you say no. And then you need to educate yourself on what makes you feel joyful, right? And that's just how it's going to work out. And it's going to be okay. Be bold, be joyful. Look, hold on, I gotta write that down. I want you to be bold. We're gonna name this one the bold flower or the bloom. Be bold and joyful, which leads to joy. And all of that, you're gonna have a bunch of peace. And sometimes you're gonna have to say no. And that's it. No is a complete sentence. And don't apologize for it. You do not need permission to say no. No is a complete response. Remember that. Okay? Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. Exactly. Amazing. It works out when we can express out loud and proudly who we are and do. Becky says, Karen, you put me in the same sentence with Eddie and Patricia, two of the best gel printers I know. Aw, girl, you better know it. Better own that thing. Because you the bomb. Carla's here. Hey, Carla. All right, let's get this ink. Let's get this ink. Because we're going to get ready to slap this paint on this gel plate. Do we have any questions? Does anybody have anything that they want to say that's around? Let's say, peace. I've already disposed of some. Donated winter clothes before it got cold. Daughter says if she hasn't claimed hers by February 15th, that myself and her brother can clear her room. Oh, wow. Now that's a good one. Crossing fingers that February 16th is a good weather date. All right, everybody cross their fingers. All right, we got a hey, SJ, welcome. That means I got to go back. Did somebody come in? I missed. Hey, Jeanette, I missed you. Wait, I can't go back that far. Did I miss something? Guess I did. Maybe. Don't know. Hey, Miss Allie K. Okay. This right here is drying up. And I like this. And I can't. I think it was. No, it wasn't that one. I think it was this one. This one is very. This color. I think that's what it was. Let's put a date on here so I'll know when I put these up here. It is 126 20. Oh, 126 26. Huh. When's that gonna happen again? Is Shay Miss? Hey Shay. Wait, which Shay? I got a lot of Shays. Is this my Colorado Shay? That's how I can distinguish that one. Because I don't have but one Shay from Colorado who is now in Houston. Is that Shay? Carla, are you staying warm? How's the weather where you are? Wait, Carla's in Charlotte, right? And if y'all want to put in the chat so everybody can see where everybody's hailing from. We got Texas in the house. We got UK in the house. This is an international chat, just in case y'all didn't know. We got Vegas in the house. All right, let me move these inks. Let me put them back so they can look at me all beautiful. Because they are so cute. Well, Shay, is it? Oh my God, just look at all of that I just got on my hand. Look at that. Would you just look at that? I don't want the ink to get stuck on my hand. Oh, that's gonna sit there. That's gonna, oh. Did it get in my, oh no it didn't. All right. All right, now I gotta go over here and see which bottle that was. So I decorate with my inks and my washi tapes. But I'm getting rid of that washi tape because I ain't been using washi tape at all. So anybody wants some washi tape, let me know. I'd be happy to send you some washi tape. All right. Let's put you back over here because we're going to need all our space for our gel printing. And is. Ooh. Which bottle was that? I think it was you. Yep, it was you. The little ink sealer came off. All right, let's put you in there. We don't want you to get on nothing else because you're just making a mess. Look, I got more ink on my hand. Looks like my hand's all bleeding. All right, let's see if this wet wipes will get it off. I'll be glad when all these are gone. They're crap. All right. She said, always a Flintstone and Oklahoma lady. That's right. That's right. She's from. She is from Oklahoma. Look, most say international here and is. Julie Parker is in Australia. Did she tell y'all that? Or is she still in the finally able to join, not allowing my main career to consume? Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. I am happy that you are here. Listen, y'all, that's one of my friends from Colorado. We work together. She's one of the ones can tell y'all about all that stuff I be telling y'all about at that store I had to work at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we not gonna go down that hole today because that's the hole we started with though, talking about that freedom. You know, the freedom that people got and how they use it, and sometimes they just don't know that they rude. But they have the freedom to be rude. And how you navigate around their rudeness. All right, I need a black, not blue. I need a black pen. I need a black pen real quick. Just real quick. Just real quick. Is that blue? Might be black. Might be. Might be black. I'm not sure. Kind of look like it. Everything's needs somewhere to go. That's pretty. I like that one. I like that one. I like all of them, actually. I like all of this. It just really, really gave me a little bit of release to kind of release because I needed to just dump it out so we can create intentional. Right? Right. So we had some stencils that took a bath. We got two that's still in the bath. They're a little mad because I put too much daggone paint on them. And I put too much, what's that stuff? Metallic. They're very, very upset. Y'all know we got to flip it over. Hold on. We got to move some things. There we go. I think that should be about back where it needs to be. All right. All right. Everybody ready? Who's ready for some gel printing? Who's ready? Put it in the chat. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Right, right, right. Oh my God, listen. That's what I try to tell people. Sometimes the blessing comes from, there's blessings that come from the mess. There's some blessings that come from the mess. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Y'all ready? Ready, 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 ready. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's ride out. Ooh, that hurt. All right, let's close that. And let's, oh, you way behind. And Web. What's up, and Web? So I have Nova. I have yellow ochre in Nova. And I have yellow ochre in Lucas Creel. Now I'm going to be intentional with color because I need some yellow to put in my yellow journal that I got, that I'm putting together. So we need to make, oh, I closed that page. I hope that wasn't, oh yeah, it's pretty dry. All right, so y'all know we gotta do some pulls. Gotta do some gel pulls to get a plate, get some plates. I think this one's empty. We got one empty. We got. Let's start at the bottom. I've been known to ask, has somebody been mean to you today? Me? Or is that for somebody in the chat? Is that not beautiful? Oh, I need my cheat sheet because y'all know this. Got some new stencils in the studio, and y'all know I need my cheat sheet. But y'all know that young lady that was just talking about. I put her in the category with some of the people. This her stencil. This her stencil. And her birthday is Sunday. She be talking all that trash, knowing she fabulous, knowing she fabulous. We talking about Becky. Look, all my stencils, they got a bath. Pop Dot got a bath. Um, Video Game got a bath. Circular Stream got a good bath. He came clean. And I think this Love Lattice or something right there. Liquid Layers got a bath. Ooh, they smell so good. Darcy came clean. Look at Magnolia. Oh man, it came clean, clean. I was just like, what? And then Squiggles and Squares came clean, clean. So we had to get them done. And then we had, I think these are Miriam's flowers. Can't remember what they are. I got my cheat sheets. And then squared up a little bit. Could have put it back in there, but it was fine. We just need to get some of it off. But this one, Mo gonna put it in there. But because by the time I get to find my cheat sheet, so we had Love Me Lattice, Abstract Lilies. No, that's not it. Squiggles and Squares. I just showed them. Where is my cheat sheet? Oh, beam me up. That's what she was saying. Beam me up. That's what she was saying. See, beam me up, butterfly. Thank you, Becky. That's the name of it. Yeah. Beam me up, butterfly. Y'all, my bad. So that's Becky's. And then we got Love Lattice. I told y'all when I show y'all these things, I have to have my cheat sheet because when I get new ones, I don't know the name of them. Love, we're gonna show you that one. And then we got nope, that's not that one. Abstracted Wild. Wait a minute. Is it? Nope. That's this one. Wait, is that? Yeah, so Abstract Lilies, that's Christy Hartman. That was that one. This one is some Black Eyed Susans, I think. Okay, where's my cheat sheet? We got one. I think. Told you I wasn't organized. Moa put it in the chat. That's what she'll do. She'll put it in the chat. So that, oh no, there it is. There it is. Black Eyed Susans. Right? Yes, Christy Hartman's Black Eyed Susan. So that's what we're getting ready. Those are the ones we're gonna show right now. Alright, let's put you right here. And we're gonna use you. Yeah, everybody get right there. Oh, I get to get some water. There we go. But this was kind of like, let's talk about this a little bit. This one was kind of like a long haul because it has a whole bunch of paint. And I kept laying it down and being intentional with the prints that I pulled this off with. Let's see. I did that. See all those shimmers right there? and then like that. So we got, those are some of the colors, and I just kept, you know, flipping it up and putting some more color down, flipping it up, putting some more color down. These were very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Let me see, where's some more of them? Yep, there is that color, that color, that color. All these colors I kept putting on, and this is how we got all of those colors in there. And then that one, I feel like it was a couple more. Oh, they're over there on tissue paper. Pulled them on tissue paper. So that is what? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, look at the back of the paper, is even pretty. We were just doing, I was just doing some things, y'all. Just doing some things. The pink, orange, black on, the pink, orange, black on that one is superb. You remember what I said? I had some emotions and some things going on. So color, making sure the colors went together, I didn't care. Didn't care. Excuse me. We just slapping paint on the paper. So that's that one. Let's put that one over there. That is the empty plate. Let's move this chair out of the way. Because we up and at 'em. We ready to go. It's cold here, y'all. It's 38 degrees. Which means that a lot of this got to dry. This is nice and dry. Nice and dry. All right, now we have popped that over there. Look at that. And I pulled it with silver. I cracked them edges. Gotta crack them edges. Like that. I really do like that. I wish I would have pulled this with on some black paper or some of that brown paper that I was using. But it's okay. It's still beautiful. No worries. I know y'all love this one. I know you love this one. Remember I said I was in a dark, not in a dark place, but I just wasn't worrying about colors. And when I wasn't worrying about colors, now that I'm looking at this today, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Let's crack them edges because I don't want to lose any of this. Like, it was so much. Saturday was Saturday, and I felt like it was Sunday. I was just like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'm missing Mariah. And I was like, girl, it's Saturday. I was a day ahead. Look at that. Now, it kind of looks like some spacey stuff. Look how it, like in a galaxy, because it's like that yellow. Put the yellow in there, some red. I slapped some colors on there. Let's put it up in technology so you can see. That one is very much so beautiful. 80s video game. Ah, yeah, it do look like an 80s video game. Like Galaxy. Actually, it do look like Galaxy. Alright, let's see what we got. See, black was the color. Dark was it. But I can tell you what, by the time I finish, I did not feel like I did when I started. That's why I'm saying find your joy. Find what brings you joy. Find something that makes you happy. And it was too cold. It was raining to go outside, so I couldn't go on my, my walk. I was just like, I'm not going out that door. Yesterday it was raining all day, storming. It was so, oh, goodness. It rained all day. And it's like we had a lake in the yard, and the lake that's over next door, it is so full. Okay, so this one was I did black blue. This was Nick Pro. This was all about Nick Pro. I feel like I was on live when I did that one. I feel like it. Or when I finished, that's that I kept that theme going because it was Nick Pro. It was this one, the gold, and I pulled with the iridescent black. So these three colors right here gave me this beauty right here. This one is very, very beautiful. What Carla said. I feel like I missed something. Oh well. That's fun. So we'll probably be doing some more of that. We had our little side plates even got in on the fun. With that little stencil. Can't remember the name of it. It's broke up, but I still use it. Then we had some of that. Ooh. That's our suspect plate right here. We don't know what's wrong with it, but it still works. It's like the blood still works. Look at that. Is that not yummy? So you can tell the overworked plates and the plates that's just like, hey, I'm not gonna cause you no problems because I still want to play. Just discovered the water heater has decided it is tired of heating water. Ooh, installed in October 20. I guess I shouldn't complain, but I'm going to anyway. Yeah, because we need some hot water. Look at this. This is so yummy. So Darcy made a tag yesterday on Casey's live. And so now that I'm looking at these right here, I'm like, oh man, those would be pretty tags. I can take this paper, and make some tags. The shimmer in there, and the stencil is the flowers are up under there. Well, this is an inconvenient time to find that out during the ice mag. Yeah, we don't want, you can't take no hot. It's that long as, are they gonna come and fix it? That's all we want. We want them to fix it. And that's like I want my studio here in the studio. I want it fixed before summertime. All right. Is she not beautiful? Let's pull her up. Oh, like Armageddon, just ice and cold. Oh yeah, got it. Ice Mageddon. Gotcha. You caught that. It caught me a minute. Welcome back, Kathy. Let's crack them edges. Let's pull it over this way. I haven't been anywhere. I already knew. That was the whole point of me doing everything I needed to do. Mr. McCoy had to go to work. But He don't like being cold. He rather deal with the heat. But he is a soldier. Used to dealing with the heat in Iraq and all them places like that. Oh, it's even more beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, just makes your heart happy. Make you want to do a little dance. Get down tonight. All right, let's flip this puppy. Oh, look at that. McCoy mashup. Look at that. Look at. Oh, look at that blue. So sometimes, just because you're feeling a little crappy or you're just feeling like not yourself, just get a little time by yourself. Hang out with yourself. Oh, Lord. Let's crack these edges. I laid that paint down. I don't even know why I did that. So when we get to the bigger plates got the mashups on them. They say, listen, don't let a big plate intimidate you. I have showed you how you can smash it up, mash it up, smash it up. Get you some stencils and do it. Hey, Michelle, I have not seen you in a while. How are you doing? I feel like we need to be connected on another level so I could check in on you. All right, there we go. Got to get them edges off. Oh, Lord. Do we still got pipes that can't? If you living in a house and your pipes gonna freeze, that means you in an old school house. Oh, Lord, no, we gotta go another way. Oh, it's Piper. So it's definitely not that extra strength. But it's holding on, y'all. It's holding on. There we go. Because I don't want that to. Okay, good. We're clear. Oh, there we go. Let you move out of the way. Let's show you off. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. That's just makes me happy. Look at that. Look at that. And look how that gold, I was very, very intentional wanting to make sure that gold seeped around there. Mm-hmm. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. Justin. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome to the studio where we slap paint on paper to heal, to make our heart happy. This one was very interesting. That's all I can say about it. I wasn't happy with the pool color, but later on it started talking to me. We gotta come around. Hold on. We gotta crack the edges on this one too. Oh, gotta crack them edges because it's holding on. So has anybody been creating anything new? Like if you learn something and you're just like, oh, I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Like it's made your heart happy. There we go. Boom. All right. This one looks better now that I can move it around. Look at the shimmer. Look at that shimmer. So we got gold, I feel bronze. It was bronze, gold, some greens was left on the plate, something else, and then I pulled with, I don't even remember what color blue, or was it? It wasn't metallic because it's not shiny. So I don't know. Just to say, I woke up at 3 a.m. doing a lino cut. Just and I want to see it. I actually went to bed early last night at like 1:30. Oh yeah, Becky, that was early for you. Y'all, Becky be up with the night owls. Becky, if I was still in Colorado back in the day, I used to hang. I can't hang now. I be trying to make sure I get my butt in the bed, or at least leave the studio so I don't have to be in here, because I can be in here. Oh, look at this one. This is one I took off first. And I took my flowers and we stamped it out. Y'all see? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all just in case, because we're going to play with my flowers today too. So Tanika and Joshua have been hanging out with Darcy's, because I like these. I like the way they're lined up. They're a little loosey. So, yeah, they go good. Because flowers need to have leaves. So, there we go. Karen, I've been hiding at home and going to doctor. January 15th, I had a judge hearing to try to get disability approved. Been denied 2 times, 3 times. I find out in 4 to 6 weeks after January 15th what he decided. We're going to claim that it'll be approved this time. We're going to claim it. So this is something like all these prints that I just showed y'all. That's the only thing that I did not do. Like that one, I did not come back in and stamp. But I said I wanted to come back in and be intentional and maybe stamp on this one on top of it, but I don't want to on that one. I like that one. And I don't want to on that one. I like that one. But this one, when it came out, I did. I stamped out on top of it because it was purple. Oh, no, wait. This was on the plate. The purple was on the plate. Yeah, the purple was on the plate. And then we put the other stencils and then pulled it. I feel like I did not. I think I did this one online. I did. Yep. This is how I feel about that, Michelle. If it's for you to be, it's going to be. I don't care what they say. It's going to be. All right, there we go. Let's take these and put these over there. Let's get us some fresh ones going on this plate. I got some paper that I found. And I had only put, I thought it was all, but it was not. It was still got some tissue paper. I had pulled Mayhem on tissue paper. I feel like I haven't had Mayhem out in a while. I feel like we need to pull Mayhem out, and I think we are. Graham? What's up, Graham? We're going to pull Mayhem out, and we're going to cause some mayhem. We are. All right, everybody ready? Everybody said they was ready. So if you are creating with me, let me know. Let me know. We're going to pull this one out, the rattan. Going to pull that one out and slap that one down. And y'all, if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Karen McCoy. I am your grief artist. I am your joy advocate. There's not very much that you won't hear me talk about, but if there's something that you're interested in, and you're just like, well, hey, I didn't know this or that, and you want to know, just ask me. I'll be happy to tell you if I feel like I want to answer. Sometimes I don't answer, but I'll tell you that. I'll be like, nah, we're not going to talk about that. And it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean that I don't like you. It just means maybe I don't want to talk about it right there. I feel like I need to cut this off. I don't even know why I got all that extra. And ask me, do I have a problem cutting stencils now? And don't. And don't. Because I want this right here inside. We ain't going to cut a lot. We just going to go in just a little bit. I don't know how to do it like P yet. Go all in, get inside. Get in there. No, no. I just want what I want. I'm going to get close right there and kind of go right there. because squared up is already mad at me because I cut too much of the side. So it's a little loosey-goosey on one side. That's all right. It still works. It's just like the blood still works. If you know, you know. Boom. Go pop that puppy right there. And it's a new stencil, so I will not have no problems. Okay. I'm sorry. I got a little distracted. I did. Um, Welcome to the studio. For those that may be new here and this is your first time, do say something in the chat. So, first of all, we can say hello, and I can tell you that I'm happy that you're here and all the things. I know I can say it with you being in the balcony without being a chat, but I like to know, as Mariah said, we are already a bunch of folks over here and we want to say hello. So, come on over here, come on down and chat and just say, hey, it's my first time or whatever. Or I finally decide to pop out and say something. I don't know. But over here, I like to create joy. And I do it by slapping paint on paper or slapping paint on this gel plate. Then we slap it on paper. Still same concept. I am also a watercolorist. That I do. Watercolor saved my whole sanity. So I guess if you can kind of wound me up and put me in a box, which I appreciate if you don't. I'm a mixed media artist. All right, Eddie, where you at? That was something else I said I was going to put them in order, alphabetical order, and I felt that was a little too anal retentive to do that. Oh, let's put him right in the middle because we going to cause some what? Mayhem. And he clean too, so we going to stick right down. Just in case you didn't know, this stencil is by Eddie, who's in the chat. Oh, and we got a lot of designers in the chat. So if you want to put in there that, you're in the chat and these are yours that I'm slapping down, do so. Knock stuff out. And if you got a new channel and you want to make sure you want people to come over and start joining your channel because you're trying to build your channel, let us know. So that way, Barbara or Mo or Mariah can put you in the chat so we can go and follow you. Because I like to support. Like when I be over here doing stuff, I like to put people on so I can do stuff. All right, hold on. No, we're not gonna hold on. I gotta find the little ones. That's what I'm looking for. Where's the little ones? Because I got some little ones. It wasn't. It's been altered. They were not. It was all big, but it ripped on its own. And I said, well, we're gonna use you like a whore on a strip. Gonna get used up. Sure is. And that's what I've been doing. I just cut it up and just continued using it. I'm gonna put that around there. We're gonna slap this down there. We need Eddie to make sure he is down there. Everything. Oh yeah, pull that up. Because I want all of Eddie down. Oh yeah, we gotta pull you up. We want mayhem because we causing some mayhem. Put that cross there. Boom. Boom. Where lattice? Let's put some love lattice over there. Some love lattice. Oh no. Let's use this one. She clean. Put that right there. No. Yes, put it there. Just put it down. Right there. There we go. All right. I got stencils on top of stencils, which is what makes it the McCoy mashup with the stencil smash, right? That's what that does. Now, when you put them down and you put them down individually or around, then that's fine. However you do it, it's fine. The whole point for me of when I started doing this is just like, let me see if I can do this. Let me see what will happen if you do this, because everybody be like, well, let's put this on here and let it dry. I was watching Froyle. That's who I was watching. And Froyle's just like, you put this on and you got to let it dry. And you put this on and you got to let it dry. And I'm going to let it dry and da-da-da-da. And I was just like, huh? I said, I wonder what happened if you just put them all on there and then throw some paint on them. That's how the McCoy mashup that's how it was born. And then out of my, just ain't nobody got time for that, in the words of Darcy. Just slap the paint on and then just get the brayering out. And just what we gonna do? Roll out. Jump, 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 jump. That ain't enough paint. It'll be all right. We'll get it in there. Okay, just use that. Use what you got. Use what you got. Share with your friends. Share with your friends. You don't need that much. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. There's my sun, y'all. Remember I told y'all, you see how that sun shining on that plate? Love it when that happens. I miss that sun. Sun hadn't been around in a couple days. Oh yeah, let's put that down. We need it. And then once you get the brayering out, you got to make sure your main, because usually it's going to be something that's going to be the main focus. And right now, it happens to be Elegant Mayhem. And Mariah or Mo probably going to put all of these in the chat. So if you are like, what in the world? Where'd you get those from? Click on the link. Go get you some. Go get you some, baby. Okay. The next thing that I normally would do, oh, well, hold on. I got to get some paper. I started doing what I was doing and I don't have no roll-off paper. Hold on. I want some paper. We need some intentional paper. Oh, yeah, let's see what I do. I have cut up some more. All right, let's brayer off. We do intentional brayering. Okay, peekaboo. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Let's kind of mash you down a little bit more. There we go. Let's peekaboo over here. Oh, that's pretty. Let's pull you on up. Oh, that's beautiful. For those who are new, why did you change your mind on what order your stencils went down? Did I change my mind? You mean right here? I'm a little confused about that. Are we talking about today, right now, when I changed how Eddie was gonna... Eddie, I wanted this one to be the focal. I wanted Mayhem to be in the middle. I think that's what you're... If that's what you're asking me, I think. If not, then be a little bit more detailed on that question, and I'll get it answered. Which went on the bottom or on the top? Yeah, I want... Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, so I wanted... Let me take this off first, then I'll talk about it, because it's got to dry anyway. A little bit. We're going to let it dry a little bit. Remember, I ain't got time for that. If I didn't, I'd just put some paper over it and take some up. Okay, so when I put my edges, around, if I put the edges up under Mayhem, so if I put this one down first, and then I pulled it up, and I didn't want it to interfere because I wanted all of Mayhem. So let me show you. Because in the words of P, what you put down first is what you're going to get, right? So see, if I would have left that over there, you would have seen all of that on the bottom, and I wanted all of Mayhem. So let's take Mayhem off. Or should we? See, this is where we get to thinking and get to thinking about it a little bit. Oh, yeah, hold on. Hold on. I want that off of that stencil. There we go. Excuse me. And we're going to come back and we're going to put a little blue in here. Hey, Kathleen. Karen changing her mind. Well, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. And remember, intentional. Now, when I have intentional pulls, and I call intentional pulls when there's something in my thought process that I want, then that's when I'm going to do, I've learned how to do it. So now I can be intentional about it. Before, I wasn't being intentional. Just like slapping paint on there and whatever went on the plate, I got it, and that was it. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's nice. That's right, nice. All right, let's pull this up and let me let this dry a little bit. That's pretty. And then I'm going to take flowers. I'm going to take my flowers and we're going to pop them around there. I can see my flowers. Remember, my flowers, I feel like flowers need to be on everything. That's me. That's what I do. I paint flowers. I love flowers. And now that I have a stamp that has my flowers, I feel like they need to be on everything, even plastic and embossed. Look at there. Oh my goodness. I said I was going to put it in the book that I'm creating, but I don't think I can get rid of it. Hey, Margies. How are you? So we're going to let this dry a little bit. Just a little bit, because when I put my flowers on there, I don't want it to mess up. And let's flip this a little bit. Let's see what we got down there, because oh, we got a little bit of that blue around them edges. Just a little bit. So, and the other thing is, so if you're doing the McCoy mashup, and this, if you're doing this right here, meaning putting all these stencils on this thing, if you're a little OCD and if you're a little control freak, this ain't for you, right? Because the reason that I say it's not for you is because I want you, it's a time to kind of create joy, kind of just flop it down, slap the paint on there, let it dry a little bit, put some more paint on there, pull it up and see what you get, and then look and be like, oh, that's beautiful. But if you got to spend a whole lot of time at what you're going to put down, how you're going to do it, whatever, then it's not the way I personally, my thought process is when I did it. But y'all know, you going to do it what you want to do, right? Creating joy for me, it was all about finding my joy in the middle of pain. I didn't have time to question what I was going to do and how I was going to do it. I didn't care. I just didn't care. I just knew I wanted my joy back and I wanted to be happy. And I wanted to smile again. And I wanted to be intentional about it. So we started slapping paint on paper. Now this is my original gel plate. So what we're going to do right here, what we're going to do is, oh, hold on y'all, I got to get me some water. When you're using stamps, make sure you have you some water. Oh, and the other part of that is, if this is not for you, it is if you want to if you want to learn, like if your thing is to how to do this in an educational way, that's when you need to go over there to PM Artist Studio, so that when she talks about it, when she's putting the stuff down, she has a little rhyme or reason as to what, but she's still doing it, putting it all down. Some people they won't even do it because they're just like, that's just so disorganized, and it is. But when you spend too much time in your head, I don't got time. That's me personally. Where's my little side piece at? There it is. I'm fighting for my sanity. Friday, Saturday, I didn't have time. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have time to be. I wouldn't have had time to worry about what was what. I didn't. I wanted to just really hone in on what was fun. Well, eventually I got to the fun, but when I started, it wasn't fun. I was still mad and angry and crying. So, and I like to roll it on, and then just kind of plop it down. And these stamps keep on giving, so you really can keep splashing away, because there, look, so keep on giving. All right, that one's Joshua. Let's put that in the water because we don't want it to get. And then sprayer that out. There we go. Get some more on there. This one is Tanika. So, see what I'm saying? These stamps created. If I wouldn't have been slapping paint on paper, trying to figure out like my whole sanity, I don't feel like these stamps would have been born. Because I'd have been over here second guessing myself with my pain and all of that. Sometimes when you just want to get out of you got to get out of your head. Just slap it down. Just go for it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. I promise you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Even if you're a perfectionist, if you're OCD, just do it. Do it one time. No, I won't tell nobody. I promise you I won't tell nobody. All right, let's put it everywhere. Now we're going to stamp off over here. Clean our stamp. Wear off on purpose. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let's get that right there. Now we got this. Now we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to slap some stencils on top of it. And it is. All right, so we got 2 plates, big plates. Oh, that won't go in there. And if you don't have a big plate, you can do the McCoy smash up on a little plate or smaller plate too. I'll do that too. All right, let's go back. Let's pull back out our stencils. We're going back in. Pop him down. Pop that right there. Pop that right there. And just keep going. Put that right there. Put that right there. Put that right there. Now we got them down. Boom. Oh, let's change and go to this other color because I got this other color too. Ooh, nice and smooth. Better than that other one was. Remember that one I opened up? This is yellow ochre. So, inspired by the live yesterday, Chiquita was doing yellow ochre. And I was just like, man, I got to pull that out. We're going to do some yellow ochre. Now, keep in mind, y'all, we got yellow ochre is the put down color. I'm thinking I'm going to use black as the pull color. But if you have some thoughts, let me know. Let's put some in there. And when you smash in stencils, it's good to make sure the paint get inside the smash. I'm really hearing myself. Mr. McCoy is right outside my studio, so I was like, wait a minute, I hear me. All right, there we go. That's in there good. That's in there good because we want that to be down. There we go. Oh yeah. Now let's get the brayering out. I think we got more than enough paint on there. What y'all think? I think that's enough paint. And these Nova colors. Now, it's not very much paint that I like to smell, but this one smells pretty good. That'll smell pretty good. Mariah likes smelling paint and tape. And no, not all tape, not all paint smells the same. I like paint that smell like licorice. I got some watercolors that smell like licorice. There we go. So brayer it out. See right there, we got to get in there. Got to get in there. Right up there. And just keep going. Now this one I'm going to take before it, because I got a lot of paint. Remember I said it's a lot of paint. Now gonna worry about it. Gonna tint your brayer. I'm gonna take this sheet, get some of the paint. I'm gonna lift some of the paint off, rub it off a little bit, Let's get some more of that. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Julie Parker, why you got glue on your phone, girl? Okay, I like that. Now, while we got this on here, I'm not going to even stop. I'm going to go back in with, let's see, we got some, let's put some blue. This one we're not going to let dry. We're just going to keep going. Gonna put some paint. Not too much around where we got it stacked up. Stencil smash. Just enough to get it in there. You know, get it in there. Yeah. That'll be pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. That's why I had to have it. He keep flipping up because he broke. He broke right there. I'm broke. Where's some paper at? That was a lot of paint. No worries, no worries. So, is anybody gel printing? Anybody smashing with me? Who's smashing? Look at that. Gonna get some of that paint off and kill two birds with one stone. Don't leave it down long. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's calling for some black. So this is the other thing that I do also. When I do this, I look at this right here and I'll be like, oh, see, it's calling for a darker color. Let's go darker. I guess that's where I am today. So, or let's put a copper in there. Let's do a copper. Oh, a bronze. I came across bronze first. There we go. So I guess you can say the McCoy mash smash, because we're smashing stencils, and long haul all got together and they having a party over here on this gel plate. And remember, for the person that is organized, this is so not right. They're just like, what in the world is she doing? She just creating joy on her own terms, just having fun with her own. Not here to appease. Remember, we're not here to appease and satisfy nobody else. If it's what you want to do and it makes you happy, then as long as it's not illegal, you do it. Remember, you got a right to do whatever. Oh, I love this. Oh, that is so pretty. That's pretty. And I did this on top of one that was already on there. So let's put this over here so it can dry. I need to get me a clothesline so that I can, kind of pin it up there. All right. Let's take you off. Up. Take you up. There we go. Now we're going to talk about something in a minute. And it's not bothering me. But if it bothers you, then you don't want to do the stencil smash. You just want to do the McCoy mashup. You just want to put all the stencils on the plate. But if, like, you get places and it's all gunked up after you pull the stencils off, maybe because I had too much paint, too, then don't stack your stencils. Don't do the stencil smash. And you're like, well, what's the stencil smash? The stencil smash is stencils on top of it on each other, which is what Eddie said. We're gonna smash the stencils. I'm trying to tell you, if you're not here for these lives, listen. There's a lot happen on them. I've learned. Oh wait, that one doesn't come up first. This one does. See right there, that's a lot of paint. If it bothers you, then don't do the stencil smash or don't use as much paint. Now, usually I have some fluid acrylic, and I would go over there before I would have took this up, and it would have, you know, loosened it up a little bit. So now what I'm going to do, because Eddie is still down here, I'm just going to kind of go over that, so we can kind of keep all of that right there. It's integrity. But see all of this right here? That's coming up with the stencil. When I pull the stencil up, it's not going to stay down there. So I'm not really worried about losing anything. Why? Because I'm going to take it and I'm going to flop that stencil off over here on a piece of paper. Hey, Christy Hartman. Christy. Oh my God, Christy, I got something to show you. So beautiful. So beautiful. It's black. What colors were they? I can't remember the colors now. It was black and silver. No, black and gold. All right, we got that. Now watch this. So see my paper? It's clear. I'm going to pull this off. See, all the stencil is on the stencil. So all the design is on there. Okay? Took it all off, right? There we go. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to listen. If I got another plate. Hold on. We ain't got to put it on no paper. We got us another plate. Now we going to flop off on the plate. Oh, I need the 9 by 12. Hold on. I want it all. There we go. Put it all on there. All right. Make sure my brayer clean. And we're just going to put it on there. See? All of it's on there. All right, let's put this over here and let this dry. We don't let stuff dry often, but McCoy mashup needs to dry. So you can put your pull layer if you want to do it. Like the other thing you can do is just pull it. You ain't got to put a pull layer. Get you some colored paper. Like I literally got dark paper. I could literally pull it with the paper I got. So there we go. See? You didn't lose it. It's still there, even though it was on the stencil. Christy Hartman said, I was finishing up a new video before I could come visit. Oh, I can't wait to see the new video. Zippy sachets in with me while she listens to Carrie. Okie dokie. Lydia says, I'm resting in bed with the heating pad on my back, assisting clean up. Oh, Lord, 18 inches of snow we were gifted. Oh, Jesus, that's too much snow. I ain't even get that kind of snow in Colorado. Jeez. But that last little bit of snow we did get, that last little blizzard we got, that was enough for me to know that I didn't want to do this. All right. So we got little remnants of mayhem right here. Now let's flip it over. And it's a little bit. It's a little bit. Little bit. I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp some flowers on it. This paint is still wet. Do I want to kind of like stamp? Yeah, we're going to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because I'm thinking about it, so might as well. Uh-oh. There's the towel. Gotta get the paint. Get them out of here. I think I got to change my coffee. Well, no, let me say I need to change back. That's what I need to do. I need to change back. I went in the store and daggum coffee was like $13 for a coffee that usually be like $6 a bag. I was like, when did coffee double? Like Jesus, y'all messing with too much of my livelihood now. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I'm putting that on top of there. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. This one is metallic red. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Kind of go plop that down there. And I am so sad for all y'all that's got to be shoveling snow. I know what that's all about. I used to. Not no more. I only visit snow now. Ooh, let's put some right there. Oh, let's put that right there. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Right there. And right there. Look, these stamps keep on stamping. All right, now let's put her, or him, because we've been stamping with her. The one with more details is Joshua. There we go. Boom. All right. Like it, love it, love it. There we go. So we got mayhem down first, and you got flowers. Flowers need to be on everything. I love flowers. All right, let's back up a little bit. And let's see what we're going to do here. Now I want to be very intentional with this. I do. Where did Ratton go? We want that one. Right there. Let's plop that right there. And let's see who we got. Let's do a little squared up. Maybe. Squared up. Pop that right there. And oh, it's getting stuck on the paper. Y'all don't leave your stencils on the paper. That's not a good idea. They get messed up. And well, let's put some love lattice over these right there. Let's put it right there. There we go. Do we want? Yeah, that's fine. There. And then we need something right there in that corner, which what always works. That works right there. And we're going to go back over this with blue. All right. I hope y'all keep it up with these stencils now. If I inspire you to get you some so you can do these mashups or just your own gel pool or create your own, again, that's how you create joy, is just sit down and do what makes your heart happy. Remember, it's all about your peace. Don't do anything that's just if you don't have to. Like, I mean, some things you have to do. But I'm talking about things that you don't have to do. Then don't. Just do stuff that makes your heart happy. And I get the pleasure of being a joy advocate, that I get to literally do what brings my heart joy, and then I share with y'all. There we go. All right, let's take this. I want some of this on here. Because we're going to come over it. We're going to come back over it with another color. Us is. Us is. Oh, that's pretty. I think I want some more of that. Put some of you right there. Oh, that's good. Got some of you. Put you there. Put some of you out there. There we go. All right, Margie. I hope you feel better. Get you some soup. That's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, some soup. Hopefully, if it's not all gone. All right. Let's see. Are we ready? Hold on. I might want another color on this. Hold on. I got a peekaboo. Yeah, we're going to go back over this. I'm going to lighten it up. Close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, Mo. Mo, close your eyes. We're going in hot. Just a little bit, Mo. Just a little bit. This is what I think the fun part is for me with the mashup, is putting colors on top of each other with no regard to what the word you're going to get. I think that's the fun. That was the fun part for me. I really, really, really think that's what did it for me. It's just like, oh, look, it's not messing up. It's just called creating some crazy looking colors, but it's not messing up. And you come back and pick some of that paint up because there was a lot of pink. And Mo say that was just extremely a lot of pink. Okay, I gotta stop. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. All right. Brayer off over here. Okay, good. Good job. Good job, Mo. Good job. And y'all know it's Monday, so it's I'll be here for a little bit. A little bit. It's right out Monday. I can't believe it's Monday again. Of course, I'm gonna be saying this in a week and say I can't believe it's Monday again. I just cannot believe time is just it's not waiting. There we go. Put you over there. And let's get squared up. Oh, we're gonna put this on the plate. We're gonna flop off. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna flop off on another plate that we already had done. Because it's different colors. So I guess we can call this kind of like that shadowing. Kind of put that right there. Turn this over here. Put that right there. Oh yeah. See how we covering it up? All right, that's in. Oh, we gotta do one more side. Get a little bit. Can you give me a little bit right there? Just a little bit. Boom. Love it. Spencer, like, you just took me out the bath. You already getting me dirty? And is. All right. We ain't got to wait on that to dry because it's not that much. But look at that. See, it didn't give a whole lot. Didn't give us a whole lot, but it's okay. All right, let me get the stamps out because remember I say everything needs a flower. I probably could have left that on there, but I didn't want to take a chance of that drying. You do beautiful art. Even if I don't understand the process, the end result always beautiful. Kathleen, thank you, because that's really trusting the process. But if there's something that is like will make you understand it better, but I think maybe you're speaking from the process of the thought process of how I do what I do, and you're right, and you won't understand it. I can't explain that part because those are my emotions that usually just really slap the stuff down. The only thing that I'm doing that's intentional here is I'm using stencils and I'm using paint and I'm using a gel plate. That's it. How and what else is going to come? The stencils, I don't even know what I'm going to use. I do know that I'm going to use my stamps because everything needs a flower, which was why, oh, Christy, that's what I want to show you. Where's the other one at? Excuse me, you got to move out of the way for a minute. I got to show Christy something. Just sit right there. There we go. Oh, not that one. But we have that one. And then with black and gold. See this, okay, this is a good example right here, Kathleen. When we're talking about the process of what I do, remember so the days were kind of like sad. So black was the color, just, it made me feel it was a black. It was just blah. There was nothing was making me feel like I wanted to put anything bright down here because I wasn't feeling it. So my process was just trusting the fact that I wanted to create, but I didn't want to use color. But I still created, like you said, something beautiful, right? And that right there. So we put these down, and then the blue and the gold turned out. I mean, this, if I wasn't feeling that way, I don't think I could have created that. And then putting these on the plate, same thing really that I just did, kind of. And then the suit, they went over there, so that we was hanging out, and nothing on, not there. But yeah, so we had the, what was it? Where my cheat sheet? My cheat sheet. Where my cheat sheet? Got my cheat sheet. I thought I had my cheat sheet. We got Becky. I did have my cheat sheet. I think I put it down. But those are Paula's black-eyed Susans. I think they're the black-eyed Susans. So that's what we were hanging out with in the studio on Saturday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, because I didn't come in the studio yesterday. So that's what I wanted to share with you, Christy. Want to share. And so we got those puppies, and I think truthfully, let's think about art in the sense of what I told you guys earlier. I do art in the mind of helping people navigate the worst day of their life. Mine just happened to be of losing two children. Um, and the worst days is what mine has turned out to be. But even in that, I've still found the joy. So I trust the process from all those days of slapping black paint all over the pages and just feeling like crap. I've just trusted the process. And now I got these beautiful stencils by my fellow designers that inspire me to either create with them or paint over them. It inspires me to do something, right? And that's what I want people to understand, that you don't have to really understand everybody's process, but the one person you do have to understand is your own. Now, if it's real understanding as far as the process of what I'm doing, that can be explained. But the other part of it, no, can't be explained. So I just wanted to make sure I understood that if it wasn't something that I could explain, but if it was that process of like, how do I do what I do and how you come up, what made you do that? I don't know. It's whatever the pain was that day. And the pain that created the prints that y'all just saw just happened to be, you know, where the world was that day. Oh, let's go and just put that all over that. Oh, yes. And then I like to experiment too. That's another thing. I like to experiment. Did I say hey to Pinka? Pinka, Pinka, Pinka. All right, so here, look at this water over here. It's so shimmery because I put that red, metallic red in there. This is my little thing to keep them clean. And it has a little scrub thing on the bottom, so it scrubs it off. I probably could have plopped all that paint somewhere else, but I didn't. All right, let's get this paper right here. Just plop that right there. I could have put that on black. That would have been pretty on black. That's going to be nice. All right. Let's let this dry, and then we're going to have to use a pull. We're going to have to pull. There's up under there. Look at that metallic. Oh, what color? What color? So the main color is the orange, not orange, yellow ochre. So that's our main color, yellow ochre. All right, we got that one. You need to dry some more. All right, we're going to feel like you need. I think this one is going to be okay. But I'm going to go over this one. I'm going to put some love over it. And because I don't have my girls cleaned off, we're going to pop some flowers. I want the flowers to be right there. So this is another intentional pull. I want my flowers. I want what I want to be in the open space. So see, so we're going to put the flowers, and we're going to go a different way with it. And what color was under there? Let me think about it. Yellow was under there too. So how about well, let's do red. What is this color? Oh, that's metallic magenta. That might be pretty. Let's use this one. Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer says, Buffalo Bills fan here. Go Seahawks? Yeah, I wasn't happy with the Buffalo Bills. They knocked my Jaguars out. So after that, I didn't care. Well, who went where? And then after Denver got knocked out, I guess since we are where we are. Oh, this is going to be wrong in so many levels because I blurred over that. It's okay. We won't worry about it. We won't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need this paper. And I have fun with the other papers. Check this out. Check this out. Right? We got that way. And we're going to go over this. So you get two first. Kind of go over here. Oh, that pulled up some of my paint because it wasn't dry. But I knew that. But look at that. It's beautiful. It's going to pick up some because it wasn't dry. But we knew that before I put it down there. I told y'all it wasn't dry. Don't worry about it, though. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's another thing I've been learning and creating. As I create is don't sweat the small stuff. If it makes you happy, then fine. Do it again. That's all a part in finding the joy in it. The joy on the journey. Getting your hands dirty. Hanging out with friends. Well, right now we can't really hang out with friends. It's those that snowed in. And I hope everybody's safe too. Look at that. That's pretty. Alright, let's put you over here. Put you right there. Make sure y'all coming clean over here. We got a lot going on the desk. Bye, Kathleen. I'll see you later. I'll be checking you out. Kathleen she was doing some pours. It was very, very, very interesting. I will say that. What time is it? Oh, we still fresh. All right, I gotta get some fresh water. Hold on. Got all this metallic in this water. There we go. Now get in there and get all up in the nicks and crevices. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Now we're going to let this dry. We want all that to come together. Oh, that's that's nice. See how those flowers are over there? See, sometimes you just got to trust the process. If it comes out great, then great. You get to do it again. But if it don't, you'll be like, oh, okay, that didn't work out. But I like that color choice and everything. Now I think I'm going to pull that in black because I want those hearts to pop out. All right, you need to dry. Why did you turn out? Oh, listen. Y'all, I forgot to take the stencil off. I was going to say, why did you look like that? I forgot to take the stencil off. It has merged in with the painting things. That lets y'all know how much paint I had on there. And I've gotten to the place with the McCoy mashup, I'm just not worried about the paint. I want the results at the end. And so far, putting the paint down has been working for me. So I'm not stressing over it. I like this one too. Let's flip it. Oh, I really like that. Look at those flowers. So, Christy Hartman, we're going to do this one with Titan Buff. I think Titan Buff would be good. Oh, Titan Buff or either that eggshell or that not eggshell. What is it? It's that Lucas Creole Arctic or either this one. We'll see. When it comes time to pull that puppy back up here, we'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all need to get that metallic out of your crevices. There's the brush. We got a brush. We want to keep them clean. We do not want them to get all clogged up. Because if your stamps get clogged up, y'all know you don't get the boldness. There we go. Get on out of there. I just help it out because I'm using them right back to back and I don't want them to get clogged up. All right. All right. Let's see where we at. Where are we at? Where are we at? We got you. Are we ready to put some paint on you? Hey, Cindy. Good afternoon. How are you? All right. So check this out. We got yellow ochre. And we have metallic red flowers. So y'all know me. I want my flowers to pop out off of the page. Mayhem is he gonna handle himself. The stencil, it's gonna do its thing. All the outside's gonna be great. Because I stamped the flowers on, I want that metallic red. And I think this might work for this one. Well, I know it might work for, hey, it's just paint. It's just paint. Listen, it's just paint. As a matter of fact, maybe not just in that one. It's all gone. Oh, get out. Oh well. I'm not gonna struggle with you. Not when I got a whole new one to just shellac all over here. Boom. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. I see it already. That's another thing. It's just paint. That's a lot of paint too. Hey, it was, wasn't it? It was. But being that we're gonna use this on this one, let's just share. Let's pull both of them out and share. There we go. There we go. See, there's always a way. Don't stress. Don't stress. Don't stress. We stress over life. We stress over enough in life. Don't stress in your studio. Just let it go. Just let it go. Brayer it out. Use the paint you can. Brayer it over there. Because that was a lot of paint. I had enough to put on a whole nother plate. I had enough to kind of paint my daggum studio. That was a lot of paint. I got beside myself. Got a little excited. All right. Let's get us some paper. Put that paper down. There we go. I love Arctic. You see how fast I pulled out a whole nother tube? Oh, I love that. Hey, Yolande. How are you? All right, when I put this on, this one I'm going to have to let dry. Because y'all know this, that paper. You got to let it dry. Not unless I put it down and pull it up, pull it up. Put it down and pull it right up. But I think I'm going to want to let this dry and let it marinate. But that's pretty. I like that. Look how Mayhem and Tanika and Joshua go together. Oh my goodness. OMG. See? Arctic for the win. Arctic for the win. Trust the process, my friends. All right, let me show y'all what I did with all that paint I had over there. That paint, no problem. We used it. See? Put that stencil on there. Now we're going to let that dry. Trust the process. Don't worry about it. But this is beautiful. You can see all the things, all the stencils around the side, which is like a border around Mayhem. And then we got the flowers that we popped out, and you can see how they come through. This is what I really love about my flowers on after I put stuff on the stencil, on the plate, is how it still shows up. Like, look how that shows up right there, and how it shows up in the design, even though we stamped over it. So we have Eddie on top, because what you put down first is what you're going to get. So we're going to let that dry. That one will not be pulled up today because of the paper I'm using. So that takes one. There's that one. So again, got the same thing around the side. And look at the flowers around as the borders. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. All right, where's another plate? Got that one, gotta wait to dry. That one gotta wait to dry. All right, let's use this plate. So remember I said if you have a smaller plate, like I have a big plate. And so if you say, well, I got a little plate, I want to try this McCoy mashup, then just same concept, just on a smaller scale. Just on a smaller scale. But I got to get me some strippers. Because I want them strippers. Oh, let's put that right there. Again, put what you want, what you want first. I want this down first. Well, let's pull that. We want that right there. Then we want that right there. That right there. There we go. And we got a little corner right there, but we won't worry about that corner. Can we pull it? Well, we can pull that down a little bit. Okay. We'll put a flower right there. Not worry about it. All right. Mash, mash, mash it. Smash it, smash it. Boom. Colors. That's a lot of paint. Hold on, you don't have this big plate. It's another thing. So I done got used to using that big plate, slapping that paint down there. Pay attention to your paints. Don't squeeze out a whole bunch of paint like me. I mean, it's just paint, but don't squeeze out a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch. All right, we're going to do something with this paint over here. Hold on. Because I got it on. I'll flip that over. There we go. Intentional stuff going on over there. Let's get some of that. Yeah, it's, you know, Yolanda, I realized I was doing it when I was like, why is it so much paint? Then I was just like, well, it's a smaller plate. But here's the other thing. What I don't do is the other thing is when I go to a bigger plate, it's not like I do it, you know, the opposite and put less. You would think I would, right? But I don't. So I've just gotten to the place where paint makes me happy. That's what makes me happy. The process makes me happy. Paint makes me happy. All right, that's enough of that. I'll brayer that off. So the other thing when you have a lot of paint and you brayer it off, over here on your sheet, be intentional with it. Slap a stencil on it, you still get something great. All right, let's put that over there. Let's pull this back out. Oh, that's pretty. I don't want to put that on there. Let's kind of get some of this and put it on here. Oh yeah, let's get some of that. That's pretty. I like that. Can we get some more of that? Let's get some more of that. Let's get some from, let's move you. And let's get that right there. Because that's on our stencil. Beautiful. All right, let's put you over there to dry. Let's pull you off. Pretty, 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 pretty. Yolanda, what kind of weather do y'all have in Canada? I guess that's the good thing when you got alive and there are people on from all over the world. You get to figure out like what people are going through in real time. All right, there we go. Robin, happy Monday, Robin. How are you doing? All right, let's get this off. I really want this to kind of, but this wet. I really want it to flop off on itself, but let's see if we can put these hearts on. Because I don't want to miss, I don't want to lose them. So let's put them on another plate. There we go. Nice. Ice, ice, baby. Let's see, do we got some paint to put on there? Nope. Not enough. What about you? A little bit, a little bit. There we go. We get rid of that extra paint, won't we? Won't we do it? Won't we do it? I was just talking to my daughter in Talladega. She said it hit 30 and she got 3 flakes of snow. Yeah, Talladega up by, they might actually get some, but we didn't get any. Doesn't mean we won't, because look at that. Because they're up more. But it's just too daggum cold. Right now it's too cold to snow for us. And that's these Alabama folks. All right, let's do something else with this. Let's kind of put some flowers over it. And we're going to slap some. We're going to keep going back because this is Yellow Ochre's show. See how we did a little bit of paint? A little bit. Just a little bit. So I can show y'all how much paint I've been really using. See how this paint is working? That one little strip worked. I've been using the heck out of some paint. Boom. All right, I'm going to keep this because we're going to put this right here. And we got another empty plate. So we're going to flop off on the plate. You flop off on the plate, flop off on the paper. You don't waste it. Beautiful. Yellow ochre. Is it, Robin? They were talking about yellow ochre yesterday on a live, and I said I pulled out the 2 that I have. I feel like I have some more, but I'm using them because they're making me happy right now. That yellow ochre is just making me very much so happy. And I like that. And flip that one. Oh, it's going to be hearts in the middle of those flowers. That's what my mind is saying. Now, if my mind is going to play tricks on me, then we're going to let it play tricks on me. We're going to see. Us going to see. That's what we're going to see, right? Where I live, we have the usual cold, not currently snowing, though. So you don't have any storms going on right now. I don't even know where all this. Well, last year this time, it was snowing. We did have snow on the ground here in Alabama. So last year this time, last week, as a matter of fact, we had snow. Because my memory came up with the driveway full of snow. Very much so beautiful it was, but what's on the bottom? Oh, nothing really, so it doesn't matter. Let's just put a dab on there so we can just pull it. need some paint on there, and that might not be enough. That wasn't. No, because what I realized that Sunday is the first. All right, do we have? Oh my goodness! Oh, we got some more. I was going to say, I'm out of 5x7 paper. But February is already here. It is all about doing what makes our hearts sing. Facts. What was that movie? There was a movie, a heart song. Oh, the penguins. What's the penguins? It's like, you gotta have a heart song. Do you not have a heart song? And he didn't have a heart song because he couldn't sing. All right, let's get that there. Let's see, we should be dry enough. Nope, not dry enough. I want you good and dry. This one will be dry enough. And y'all know me, I don't got time to wait for it to dry. And what I do is just kind of lay the paper over there, and what comes up, comes up. All right, let's look at the other side of this one. So this one was blue. We got the blue, and then we got the flowers in yellow ochre. So, and then we got a little bit of pink, because some pink came through. What color? What color? Oh, I want green. Let's do green. Amy K will come sashaying in when I slap this green. And I'm going to use this metallic green, because this started out being my favorite. That's enough. Don't use a whole lot. And last night the dogs woke me up with all their barking. Well, they weren't barking. One of them, I don't know what they were doing over there. But, and then once you get in your sleep and you wake up, then you're kind of up. But I was tired, so it kind of worked out. Oh, that is beautiful. All right, hold on. I don't think that's big enough. I'm getting it down, Mariah. I'm getting it down. That's metallic. You gotta get it down. Metallic dry fast. There we go. Oh, where's my rag? Hey, Vicky. Brenda says this time last year we had a foot of snow. It was messy and cold, but not as bad as the ice we have now. I think everybody would rather have snow than the ice. The ice is what really makes you slide all over the road, and yeah. All right, y'all ready? That's beautiful. And this one kind of has a up and down, right way, wrong way, because of the hearts. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the flowers around there. Remember, everything needs a flower. And I like the hearts. See how the hearts are? The flowers. That metallic did good. I love that metallic. That's metallic green by Liquitex. That's the first Liquitex color that I had. All right, let's put you over here. That was the first color, was this one. Out of metallic. And then after that, I got all of the metallics by Liquitex. If you don't have them, I want to inspire you to put them on your wish list and get them. So this one is metallic magenta, metallic green, metallic red. and the rest of them are down there in the thing. I pull them up as needed. When it is winter, I prefer it to stay below freezing. I don't like it when things melt and then refreeze. Yeah, that is why I had my fall and mild concussion. Yeah, that is, yes, it is because that ice is just, it's just so not cool. And then I came up my memory because y'all know Facebook will let y'all know, give you the memories. And so this time, what, in 2010, 11, we're in Germany. And it was my first snow in Germany. And it was really my first really being around snow because, you know, I was a Florida girl. And it was so pretty. I was so amazed, but I'm not amazed by snow at all no more. Doesn't even faze me no more. I'm okay. I'm good. I'll visit snow. I can go to Colorado whenever I want snow, I'll go to Colorado. That's just how it works. All right, let me close my blinds. Y'all know I don't want nobody peeping in on me. Check this out. Now that it's dried up, I wanted me some cookies and cream ice cream, but I noticed Mr. McCoy bought butter pecan. It'll work. Oh, that's the other thing I want to show you guys. So y'all know I told y'all that I had did some work, cleaned some stencils. Look how this was one I'd kept because I cleaned it. When I cleaned it, this is the impression it left. It's pretty neat. So I said I was gonna keep that one. The other ones I didn't keep them. Yeah, I got time to be keeping all that stuff. But this one here, I like the way that one is. We're gonna keep building on top of it. I'm gonna keep kind of smashing different colors on it. We're gonna see what comes out at the end. Hey Judah, how are you? Didn't see you. I ain't seen you today. Oh, your neighbors were ice skating. Oh, ice skating would be so fun. Oh, Christy Hartman, you got the the Liquitex Metallics. Oh my God, I can't wait to see what you do with those puppies. That's what I was saying with the abstract lilies. I did the metallic red and the metallic these two with those they are so pretty. Let's see. I don't know if they were. No, don't see. This one wasn't one, but that one. See this one? This is the lilies. No, this is the black eyed Susans on top of Darcy's magnolia shadows. You can see the shadows back there. That one worked out good too. I like that one. So I got a lot of good prints Friday. It was a lot of frustration in my brain and my mind, but it came together. It came together. All right, you're not dry. Oh, you should be dry. We ready to put some paint on you. So we got. I think I want to put another stencil on top of this. So let us see what we gonna do. Oh, let's do some. Oh, well, let's do what I just did, but a little bit more detail. Let's do that, and let's do it with green and pull with black, or 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 let's do blue. Let's do blue. Let's do blue. Is it blue? It's robin's egg. It's robin's egg. All right, let's make sure it's woken up and know that we want to play. Okay, that should be enough. We don't want to overpower it. And let me tell you something. I love new stencils and I love clean stencils because they stay in place. There we go. There we go. Boom. Now let's see if I can do this. Can we do this? Oh, we got us an empty plate. You know, I love flopping off on an empty plate. Oh, perfect. Do y'all hold your breath when you pull the stencils and be like, oh, I like that. Love that. That's going to be marvelous. Do y'all admire your work? Do you? Do you? I do. And then I take a deep breath and I'll be like, oh, that just made my heart happy. Oh, look at that. Lines? No lines. But there's no waste, no lack. No lack. Now look at that. Look at that metallic in there. It's beautiful. I went back to the beginning of the discussion. Important. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Julie Parker. Oh, have got the point where I have to leave to dry. All right, I'm caught up. Look at that. Is that not going to be beautiful? Ooh, and then I could let this dry and come back and put some pop dots on it. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's put that over there. Let that dry, and then we're going to come back again. Let's see, are you dry enough? Let's see. You're dry enough. Dry enough. Needs to be dry enough. Let's see. All right, it's good and dry. Now we're going to go and put this one on top of that one because it's been doing good. No, I want flowers. Let's put some flowers. Got to put flowers on it. What did I just do with it? I mean, you literally just took it off. Oh, all right, I got to step back. Did I leave it on something? Because I have been known to leave stencils on the plate. Oh, there it is. I covered it up. I'm having fun with these black-eyed Susans. Let's put them right there so they will pop up. Because see, the other thing what I do is I take my stamps and plop them right in there. But let's put these on here. Let's put them right there. And we're going to go back and we're going to do them with this Robins. Because it's working. There we go. So I would have never paired those two stencils together. See, Christy, this is how sometimes this stuff happens, right? I'll have stencils out, and I'll just be like, hey, this is the kind of daring stuff I do off camera. I'll be like, let's see how you look together. And I pair them up. There you go. All right, got that right there. And then we're going to flop off over here. There we go. And it's the same color. We're going to do it. It's just paint, and we're not going to waste it. So there it is. Just a whole bunch of the same color. No trust, no worrying about a process right there. We just plopped them on. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. We might get something. We're not going to stress over it. You can see it. You still see the difference. But no worries. And we got this over here. All right, we're going to let that dry a little bit so we can put a pool color on it. All right, what are you? All right, you ready? I think we should pull this with black. No, let's not pull it with black. Let's think about it. What color? What color? I broke down and ordered the 6x6 plate that's been in my cart for almost a year. A 6x6. I don't have a 6x6. But I think you'll have fun with a 6x6. That's a good size for, what do you call that? Oh, look, I'm going to go ahead and do this over here while it's fresh on my mind. Just to do it, not think about it. Thinking about blue right there. Oh, that was a good amount of paint. Paper. Yeah, Eddie got snow. Eddie got a lot of snow too. It washed it out a little bit, but the thing I like the color combo. And sometimes I think about colors in the way of my watercolors. Sometimes in gel printing it don't work. It don't work. But it's okay. Doesn't matter. We learned not to do those two colors together. But I could do, see what I just learned is not to put this color with that. The difference is the other one was the Arctic is different. This one is, I guess, more blue, or I don't know. But I said it was going to do, I think it was Titan Buff. I had it right here. Oh, I'm almost out of magenta. There it is. I'm almost out of Titan Buff. Thanks to Christy Hartman, because I only had this little tubey tube. So I'm going to have to get me some more Titan Buff. And that was kind of sticky. I feel like the top might have been left open. There we go. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Look at the flowers. And then we got little hearts in there because I plopped off the hearts. I feel like some more stuff was on there. But that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Reluctant art journal. Was that the right word, or did we have an autocorrect? Now I'm feeling like since we already, all right, that one is, this one is, let's see, let's talk about this one, because we did red. I think that was red, but here we go. So we got the yellow. Needs to be something that's gonna pop out. Oh, that's what I said. I was going to do it in black. The iridescent black. Do I want to? Oh, let me flip it again. Let me flip it again. I don't know. Now I'm getting a little beside myself. Oh, wait, what about that green? No, got green already there. Oh, what about purple? Oh, yes, let's do purple. And we got metallic purple. I'm almost out of metallic purple. I gotta get some more. That's enough. I don't think that's enough. I think it is. That was enough. I'll put no more down. I think it's enough. The struggle is real, guys. I'm putting down just enough paint and trusting that you do have enough, because sometimes I don't have enough. But that was enough. All right, this one's going to have to dry because this is that temperamental paper. Excuse me. So this, when I put this paper on, it is definitely going to have to stay on. There's no, I'll put, well, maybe 10 minutes, but I think I'm going to be gone. And I said I was going to be gone because, you know, a girl got to eat. And I didn't eat the day before I came on the live. Usually I eat. Oh my God, look at that. OMG. That is beautiful. Would you look at them black-eyed Susans and them hearts? And look at the sides. Oh my goodness. Look how Eddie's showing up in there. Ooh, that's beautiful. See how the other stencil, this stencil, I can't remember. I think it was the rattan. See how it's in there because it was already on there? Like that. That turned out good too. That is very much so beautiful. And that was pulled with the little the metallic purple. See, we had some crazy because I didn't have enough. See, put some more on there, but it's okay. We're gonna trust it. Gonna be not worried about it. But that's beautiful. I like that. All right, we got one, two, all three of our big plates are done. We gotta leave them because they got that kind of paper on them. All right, got this one, and I just want to pull it. I'm gonna do this one for sure with this metallic. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not sure about this one, but we gonna. It's the metallic, not metallic. It's iridescent black with the Nick Pro. Now you know I'm gonna have to get, because this one is definitely gonna crazy. Because that paint definitely craisins, and I ain't got no paper right here. The whole point of getting you a paper tray is to have it on your desk when you gel print. Give it some love, rub it down. When you rub it down, take a deep breath. Yeah, which is what I thought it was going to do. I like it. I figured it was going to, because the Black-Eyed Susans was a flop off, so I knew it wasn't going to show up as bold, but this plate is a little not too clear, so it probably is going to do more. But you still can see them. And I like the way um, the iridescent black metallic came through and did on the base of it. So it was one or the other, but I really like it. And it's going to be real pretty when it comes up, because I've used the iridescent. All right, so now this one, I feel like Okay, I don't want that. So red into that one. Wait. Are you all going to? Jeez, everything is running out. I tell you one thing. I can't say that I ain't been using my paints. Oh, I still had some iridescent on that brayer. I think that's gonna be pretty interesting. What you think? What you think? Let's look at that. Let me see. I don't think it might be enough. Don't think it's enough. I mean, why not? Who says we can't mix it up? Mix it up. It's just paint. All right, let's flip this puppy over here. Yeah, I like that better. We still got a hint of this one, a little bit of that one, and a little bit of that one in the pool color. Because I wanted the green, but I didn't have enough. So let's flip it over because got hearts. Look at it. See in there? And I feel like some of the paint came up. Wasn't that many open holes. Didn't have that many orifices for it to kind of go in through. But I'm pleased with it. We'll see what we pull up when it comes up. That's what we'll do. All right, everybody got some paper on it. It does. We did pretty good. Did pretty good. But the brayer offs. Let's put you back. Though the good thing is everything goes right on back to where it comes from. That's a good one. Good thing. Put you there. And you go right there. Need some more of you. Gotta make a list. Another thing is I try to keep a list of what paints that I'm running out of, like that green. I really do like that lime green. That lime green shows up great. So we have intentional brayer offs. We got some flowers kind of in the background. Everything that was there. There's that one. There's that one. These are the brayer offs. There's that one. Brayer offs, and some of them, the whatever you call it, the tap on the plate, where it picked up some and we had all the paint. I like this one. I really like the way this one had yellow ochre already down on there, and then I just flopped it over and put some of that red on there, and look how it comes up inside those flowers. That one's very much so beautiful. Did I drop? Yeah, we dropped it. All right. Okay, guys, listen, I think we did good. Yeah, there's my cheat sheet. I was looking for my Black Eyed Susan, my cheat sheet by Christy Hartman. So, y'all, I hope I inspired you. If you have not used any of these stencils, go get you some. Go grab you some. There we go. These are going to be turned into, oh, and we had one more. Turned into my journal. So look at that one. That one has that bronze. We're going to put that bronze on there. This one still might need some maybe brayer over it with a lighter color. But I'll do it again. So I'll use the backs because they're being turned into a what do you call it? My journal. So I'm making them into an art journal. But I really like this one. So this one will get some more on it. Like the way Mayhem showed up there. So what else? No, not you. That other one might be ready to come. Oh, yeah, This one might be ready to come off. There we go. Look at Mayhem back there. This turned out real good. I like this. And the flowers are with the red metallic. And see how Mayhem is in the backdrop just ever so slightly because he was a flop off. I flopped off onto the plate. And all of our sides, and then the flowers are down there. So that turned out very nice. Very, very nice. And there's another one that should be ready. Nope, not you. You just got put on. Nope, not you. All right, 1, 2. Oh, there we go. See, it looks better off the plate. See, because this plate is yellowish, so it looks better off the plate. And that's the one we flopped off. I flopped off and it was the same color. So we have some Susans on there, and then you have the Darcy's Magnolia, and then I pull with the ochre. And because of the ochre, it kind of separates definitely Darcy's stencil. So it was not a bad one, but it wasn't a good one. So that's how that worked out. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm hungry. Girl, gotta go eat. Gotta go eat. Gotta find me something to eat. So, and remember, if you have not found that one thing in your life that makes you happy, or that makes you want to find yourself getting out of the rat race called life, and try to figure out like what in the world do I need to do so that I can feel better, or so that I can have my peace, or so that I can get my joy, then start saying no to some situations of the conversations and take time out for you. Because, like we said back when, I mean, you can't pour from an empty cup. If there's nothing in here, I can't give you nothing. So fill yourself up because you can't pour from an empty whatever, vessel, whatever. All right, guys, it has been my pleasure. And thank each one of you for hanging out with me. Bye. Love you guys. Take care of you. Get your joy on.